Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Hey, Jessica, how's it going? Tuning in a little bit early. Nice. Thanks for stopping by. Where did we leave off here? We had just kind of dealt with the Kingsland stuff, the King's March. We battled in the arena. We went and fought the dragon in the Dragon Castle, or Castle Dragon, one of the two. We went and backtracked a whole bunch, but there was a bunch of stuff that we were not prepared for at all. And at the very end of the last stream, we had just handled a cool puzzle in the King's March area there. That was a little bit complicated, but a little bit of teamwork and everything, so that was dope. How's it going, Wizardness and Omega Green? How's it going, everyone? Welcome aboard. Error right. Let's go straight into the Dark Dungeon, which is kind of like the other half of things here. We did the Dragon Castle. Now it's time to figure out what this is all about. And I really am holding out hope that this is where we're going to find Andrew. I would really love to have a fourth party member again. That would make some of those more challenging areas a lot easier to go back to, because right now they're very much beyond me. Fancy taking a trip down Dark Dungeon? Bring me back some dungeon points and I'll hook you up. Oh, interesting. So this is going to work like the arena. This isn't even like another area to take on, is it? Ah, the music that plays in Dark Dungeon, a VIP pass, you're not allowed. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Allows you to leave a dungeon, unlimited uses. Oh, wait. Was it the Dark Dungeon that they were saying there's a chance that there's like 100 floors to this thing? Oh, man, I got to try to not over project my voice a little bit. I feel like I'm going to super exert my voice super quickly if I try and keep going at whatever volume that was. Gotta tamp it down a little bit. Oldest school boombox will play random level singles from your inventory in Dark Dungeon. The sarcophagus, part of the mystical set. The ring bones connected to the start Dark Dungeon with a key. Which the cyber kick, a robotic shell that secures itself to your leg to provide serious kicking power, huge attack, and a lot of agility. Seems like it would be very expensive. Oh my god, the boost that gives to everyone is insane. The cyber suit, neural enhancements connect to your muscles and augment your natural abilities. Crazy defense boost. That shit is so... All of this is so expensive. It must be so hard to afford. Only points directly at your face. Insult removes alert status. 8-turn cooldown. So the accusing finger, if you get insulted, because remember Buck could insult people, that was how he startled them. If you get insulted, removes alert status. Oh, no, I see. I think I see what it's getting at there. Calming bells used to improve concentration during ceremonies. Mental clarity targets party. 3-turn cooldown. Oh, mental clarity I think gets rid of common status effects, so you could use that on your entire party, which is pretty cool. And accurately tells all time simultaneously. The radioactive hyperclock. Confusing. Natural alarm adds alert status. So is it adds 100 agility and it gives you natural alarm, I think? The Nettlebeard, there's so many things here. Comb with caution. Lars's counter stance power increased. That's pretty sweet. Magnifying glass. Why is there so many? Oh my god, there's so many ridiculous things you can get here. Spring-loaded shades. Cool, but wildly impractical. Counter stance power decreased. Instant. Affects party. Love circuit. Whoa, does that mean others wouldn't be able to counter you quite as easily? Oh man. Counter sounds power decreased. I already looked at that. Enhances love by 250%. Protect and lovely affects party. Oh, what in the hell? Whew. So is this just like a joke that these are things that you can never have? You can't wear an Eradicator Ray or Plate Mail or Chainsaw or Light Prism or Galactitron Battle Mail or Moonrock. There's gotta be some sort of cutoff in this game of like, if you grind like way beyond what is worth doing, maybe you can afford these first couple things, and then this just isn't happening. We can read about them though, because it's funny that they're in here. The pocket ladder. Once you pull this from your pocket, it grows super tall, allows escape from Dark Dungeon. His skeleton keychain. Whoops, I just wiggled everything. His head bobs when you poke it. Start Dark Dungeon with another key. Only for the trickiest of cheaters. Start Dark Dungeon with one more of each type of die. There's die in here, is there? More safety tips. Buckle your safety belt, another freebie. Start Dark Dungeon with one more trap detector. The Eradicator Ray. If you're an evil alien overlord, you can order these. Normal attack hits all enemies. With like a crazy, crazy high attack. Plate mail. Look like a real live knight. Cuts agility in half. Cuts through more than just trees with the chainsaw. Light prism. Rainbows are reflected in the surface. Normal attack is magical instead of physical. That's pretty neat, but you're never gonna fucking afford it, right? Only one way to find out. Yeah, I'm gonna go down here. You gotta figure it out, right? The ultimate armor worn by Galactitronians to protect the universe and moon rock. This rock is from the moon. The moon! All stats plus 25%. Is that an Earthbound reference or something? I don't know Earthbound well enough to know that for sure. I guess we can't go into his tent. I guess we're just going straight down in here. Oh. It's gonna choose for me, hey? I did not mean to use a ladder. I was trying to just open up my inventory. Okay. This works very different from normal. I don't have a Z key. There we go. Figured it out at least. Oh man, it's like a board game thing. I don't get to choose where I go. It's linear. I thought it was going to have branching paths and stuff. Well, that was a very nothing to roll on, hey? This is... Jessica, I do not feel like you need to stay up. I feel like a bully that you're up as late as you are. I wish I could have done this at a different time. Oh, 5 points. 5 points for landing on that 1 star there. If only... Hey, paying all that money to start with the key is stupid. Just go get one the old-fashioned way. But man, if this is the rate at which you earn this stuff, then like, what in the hell? I haven't had to do a fight yet. I was very curious what the block that looks kind of like the character Rubik's was going to be all about. Oh, Omega Green says he hasn't actually gone into the dungeon yet. Well, we can experience it together. These are normal enemies. This is nothing new. Can Jimmy change? He can't. He can't use any of his imaginations. I'm stuck with this current setup. I don't know what taking the control flower does. I'm pretty sure last time... I remember it being useful before. At least I thought I did. And then last time I tried to take it, I'm pretty sure either the golem just attacked first or something, or it just was less useful than I remembered it being. Because it, like, he still attacks. Maybe it just takes away his ability to use one particular move that he has that's extra strong or something. Because, like, it seems like he can still dish out quite a bit of damage. Now, here's a big question I have. Will I still earn dungeon points for fighting monsters? You don't. So I basically am only going to earn them by moving through the dungeon. Oh, there's like... I'm guessing that one would be slightly stronger, right? There's all the skulls, and then the one that has, like, ears and no mouth. I don't know, slightly spooky. Hey, right on the money to move downwards. I assume rolling over wouldn't affect anything. You're going to change every single floor, too, so that's interesting. I'm going to assume you're not healing up between... Oh, man, and I can't even, in between battles, open up my character screen to use out-of-battle skills to heal myself or anything like that. So that's a whole lot harder than what I was thinking just a minute ago. Sorry to hear that, Jessica. Well, glad to provide a little bit of a reprieve then, if that's the case. I don't know... Like, if I just stay down here until I lose, then what the outcome of that is necessarily going to be. Like, probably I'm still going to lose half my money. It'll probably send me back to the top, same as it normally would. But right now, it just seems like I'm kind of grinding. I guess eventually you'll earn, you know, better weapons and things like that. But for now, I'm just kind of... The undulating doesn't do a whole lot when he just attacks everyone. Shit, better not roll a 3. Oh yeah, you do skip it. Okay. Time to start picking directions and trying to not land on spikes. Now this has got more interesting, now that there's branching paths to navigate and stuff like that. Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass Mario Party Edition. It kind of does feel that way. Having little, like, mini games, little battle modes and everything. The skulls on the board look like they're trying not to pass out. They just got, like, the crazy bags under their eyes there. That's probably how Jess is feeling right now, too, right? Something a little bit relatable for you. How much? I didn't see how much I had left. We'll keep going the way you're going, because it looks like only rewards this way. Roll a 4. Roll a 4. Roll a 4. Yeah! I want to know what the hell this is. With this weird stacked cat. Oh, dope. It's a fountain. Alright. Well, I'm cooking with gas now. Oh, we rolled one of the big ones. And they're powered up. So maybe that's the case here. Is that rather than I thought it was just going to be that they're harder enemies overall, but maybe it's not so much that they're harder enemies, it's just that they're going to be starting powered up. Wow. That was more damage dealt than I was expecting. I want to take him out because I think he can heal. The thief usually isn't a very big concern. The warlock starts bringing things back to life, so I probably want to take that out as quick as I can. Oh shit, then I meant to... Oh, whatever, he ran away, so that doesn't matter. Oh, you bitch. Started reviving things as soon as it all worked out. I clicked on the wrong things, did the wrong things, and somehow it all worked out anyways. The skulls just are you at this point. I guess you could revisit the dungeon later and have even more different options, varieties of imaginations. Nice. Let's just move one at a time like this. Seems like it's working out quite well. And we are still getting experience down here. That's another good thing to keep in mind. Is that we're kind of, working towards just generally leveling up while poking around down here. The odds of me earning like 1,000 points in order to buy the different things available are very low. Mom, you can just keep bashing around for this turn. I'm gonna remember to commit harder to Lars's pythoning. Although, it's funny, it's when someone like Punch Tanaka uses a counter and he curls up like a python, you're like, yeah, he's a fighter, he knows what he's doing, he's gearing up, he's getting ready for battle. When Lars curls up like a python, I think they should have just said, he curls up like a big pile of blankets, or curls up like a Snuggie on a cold day or something like that. I think it's not a very accurate description to say he curls up like a python. It doesn't really seem to be his MO, Hey Nero, how you doing? Welcome back. Omega Green says, I think the lower parts of the Dark Dungeon are intended for the late game. I kind of figure, if there's 100 levels to this dungeon, right now, I'm just fighting, very, very basic enemies. The same stuff that I would be finding in this area anyways. I have to assume that it's just going to gear up harder and harder. Because, if it was just like this, it just kind of becomes a matter of... come on. How often do you randomly encounter a fountain? Or how much money do you feel like investing in items? Can I spend... you can still spend items down here. Yeah, so I think it becomes much more... It has to be getting progressively more difficult, is my assumption. Either upgraded versions of these enemies are probably completely different, endgame enemies. Probably makes the most sense. Well, these goblins aren't too bad. Not too much trouble, really. I kind of like fighting them. Provides me plenty of opportunity to just, heal up and gain experience. I like the fruit goblins, too! It's just, I don't get why. I don't get why it's a thing, but it's hilarious and I love it. Damn, I want to land on one of those cubes. I want to know what the cube is all about. The 100 levels is giving me flashbacks to Super Paper Mario. I hear ya. There was something else. Cattails. It makes me think of when we streamed Cattails, that there was like this dungeon thing that you could crawl down below, and I was just doing like that crazy 12-hour stream, and I was just like, yeah, let's commit a bit of time to seeing what waits down below in this dungeon. You know, we won't spend too long. It'll just be a brief little look at things. And then I spent like, I don't even know, I don't remember how long it was. It was stupid though. It was like an hour and a half or something, and it just kept going and kept going and kept going. It was the longest time commitment imaginable. Nice. I don't know. I'm curious. I wonder. I'm still getting imagination experience too, but I wonder if those undead things contribute any additional experience. Ah. First trap. Do I lose? There was something. Oh man. That's rough. Oh god, that did way more damage than I thought it did. Than I would have guessed anyways. There was something about in the arena where it made it sound like, well, damn it. Where it made it sound like if you lost in the arena or didn't get out of there fast enough or whatever, then, well, I'm pretty much pooched. It's really, really helpful that Jimmy can attack everyone all at once. That goes a long ways, but she's faster, so... Well, there you go. Now we get to find out if I actually lose those points or not. Probably not. But it made it sound like in the arena that you do lose your arena points by going down there. I definitely still made it away with some money. I just want to talk to Chuff real quick and see if it says that I have those points. I have 0. You actually have to leave, hey? Oh man, so you have to go down there. Wait, how does this work? You have to go down there and find a way out so that you could spend this thing to allow you to permanently keep leaving the dungeon. So you have to find your own way out at least once. Like, I don't know, find an escape route or a ladder or something somewhere down below at least once while having 100 points. And I only had 29. I couldn't even afford the music from the dungeon right now. There's no way I'm doing it enough to build up any of that. God. Well, that's fine. We'll move on. We'll talk to Info Guy quick, since he's just entertaining. Need some information on Dark Dungeon? Oh man, it's probably pretty much the exact same explanation as he gave for the arena. Actually, how do I get out? That's one thing I do want to know. I assume everything else is pretty similar to the arena. There are only 3 ways you can get out of Dark Dungeon. Dying. 1. Use a pocket ladder. Rubik sometimes sells them in the dungeon, so it totally was Rubik. Oh man. But it says sells, so you'll have to spend whatever points, some of whatever points you've earned to get out of there. Damn it. And you'll occasionally find them from item spaces. Okay, so that's another way too. So that's kind of like 1A, 1B. Beat the dungeon. This is very difficult, so don't expect to be able to do this if you're a beginner. 3. Die. I heard this is painful, so you should probably avoid this. You'll also lose any unbanked points, and you won't be able to warp back to the new floors you unlocked on that run. But if you do leave early, maybe you can warp back. Which reminds me, if you use a pocket ladder to escape, the next time you enter the dungeon, you'll be able to warp back to the floor you left on. So it's not a permanent access point, it's a one-time access point. But it's only with the pocket ladder, not with the VIP pass. The VIP pass would start you over, I think. Well, the closest one divisible by 10. So if you leave on 17, is it going to make you go back to 10? Still pretty good. That's a big commitment. I'm not going to spend a forever ridiculous amount of time down there. I was just curious. Just wanted to get a brief look at it at the very least. I have no idea how to get over to here. This has been bothering me, trying to think about how one gets across to this tower that's just hanging out over here. I want to just enter King's March and see if I walk along like the rightmost side of everything in this area. Is there anything over there that has any slight hint of how to maybe get over that way? I looked back at the streams and saw there was a mirror in Punch's tent. back at Home Flower. We can go check that out. We can go see. And also, side note, I don't see any way to get over to the right. There's Rubik, by the way, who apparently also hangs out down in the dark dungeon. So that's a thing, I guess. We can go look into that. Sure. But then I just gotta remember how the hell to find Punch's tent. It might come back to me. I think it was. I think I can picture it on the map, but I can't remember what it was called. It's like in the desert-y area. This one, right? He just kind of was set up somewhere around here. Was this? He was in the Wilted Lands, right? That's where they had tents set up. I'm gonna start walking this way, and if I'm incorrect about this, warn me, and I'll bail. But I think they just had their tent set up somewhere in here. Oh, this was where we took our test. Man, that was a long time ago. That might have been stream number 1 even. This? No. But I think I'm on the right track. Nothing in here. Although there is a punching bag. Seems punch-like. He might have had it set up out in the middle of the desert, though, next to where he was, like, wrecking all those bikes. Is that where it was instead? Ah, damn it. I've been wondering where that mirror was. I'm gonna have to avoid spoilers here. Ah, yeah, my bad. I wish it didn't have to come to that, but yeah, I totally hear ya. I wouldn't want to spoil things for myself either, and I'm definitely about to go check this out. Jimmy tries to read the notebook, but the handwriting is illegible. Next to where you killed the python, yeah, totally. There seems to be some doodles of a dog with angry eyes and devil horns in the margins, though, which I think we did read that note before, because I do remember that little tease of the dog boss. Whoa! We just got, like, the multiverse punch hanging out here. We'll see you later, Omega. Thanks for swinging by. Maybe Dee Dee and the guys will respect me more if I catch that kid. These are these the split personalities of Tanaka? Stupid dog. Thinks he can control Punch Tanaka? You can't control Punch Tanaka. Nobody can. Can you control the wind? Man, that's deep. I'm gonna have to write that down. Gotta keep in shape. Can't let the petty thugs be led to some scrawny shrimp. Be led by some scrawny shrimp. What is up with the mirror dimension? The mirror dimension's weird as hell. But that's it? We just get to see like a weird little glimpse of like several different goings-ons of Punch's mind? Not what I expected at all. I'm just gonna run around here a little bit because I do not remember exactly where anything led. Ah, yeah, nice and easy to get back out of there, at least. Well, I thought there was a chance that would actually be something. Turns out it was a whole lot of nothing. In that case, I think I'm going to go to the dragon and leave the continent, because I desperately want Andrew on the team before I move on anything else. I tweeted Casey earlier, and I was just like, hey, is there a reason other than it was like a fun design choice for Everchip to be done in a different art style? And he was just like, there is a story reason. It's more than just a simple because I felt like it. Is that a good enough answer? Or he said, I hope that's a good enough answer. And I was like, yeah, if there's a story reason that you can like discover through the game, playing the game or whatever, then yeah, don't share, don't go into it. I'd rather be left to my own devices to like poke around and try and figure it out, right? So there is a reason why the art here is different. We just haven't actually found the reason yet. Very curious. Would you like to leave Everchip? Yes. Maybe if we defeat the night dragon, things will change. Maybe it's a curse or something. Looks kind of vaguely like a skull. Pretty vague pareidolia there. Pareidolia? Damn, I forget what the word is, but it's basically seeing faces in things that aren't faces. Well, thanks for the lift into the land of pastel colors and circles. Oh shit, another one of the crashed containment things. So Andrew probably is around here somewhere. Wizardness, so the mirror dimension might be a different timeline, or different timelines. Like, like Punch did that stuff with the mirror world, shows you all that at the same time. That ran through my head as well. It's like, what? Timmy's here already, of course. Like, it seems to show you past things, but it's not always just past. That definitely was past. The princess in that tower, I guess, might be past as well. I feel like there's other examples that aren't so directly like past related though, so I'm very uncertain about it. There's a lot to be discovered with the mirror dimension still, it seems like. Pareidolia. I don't know how to say it. I just realized just now, 2 minutes ago, that I've never said it out loud before. But yes, that is the word that I wanted. This is a sacred lantern. Or this is number 8. Are you really that lost boy? You've come to the right place, I suppose. This is where the lost find their way. For half a second, I thought he was in the shape of an 8. He is. It's just part of him is covered in a beard. Because you can see down there's a number 6 that also has like a little goatee. And Dee Dee's here, just doing a little bit of training. Lots of people hanging out around here. This is where Knives went as well. I guess this is where everyone fled to. Oh, because was the dragon just kind of going back and forth rescuing everyone? That kind of makes sense. We followed the boss out here, but it's no good. He still doesn't recognize us. I just want to watch out. I just want to reach out and shake him. But it's been years since I was a low-level goon. I wouldn't want to stab him accidentally. You've just lost the ability to shake? That's very sad. I'm still a very proficient shaker. I've never lost the ability. Speaking of which, I like to shake every character at least once. Don't be distressed. We all get lost. You'll find your path. Well, thanks for being all, like, understanding. Love Lobster. Wait, is that Andrew? Is it? I don't remember what the hell he looks like. I didn't think it looked like that. And she calls him Love Lobster? That's like his cute pet name? Cuttlefish. It is. Cuttlefish sounds more like a thing that I remember. Is it really you? Aw, adorable. I feel like a lot of games are scared to show characters just like be affectionate, especially things like parents. I've missed you more than ice cream. I've missed you more than meteor showers. God, world's best couple. It's confirmed. Was he just like teaching a lecture around here? No Knives is pretty funny. Oh, Brussels sprout. Jimmy and I found Lars. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, of course, Lima Bean. How many different nicknames they have where they have like a shared back and forth thing where it's like, I'm going to initiate our little seafood cute exchange and then our vegetable one, and then like they just have like a list and there's always like an appropriate response. I hope that's the case. When I crashed here, I cobbled together a makeshift wind velocitrix, which is, I feel like, a made-up device, and determined my position. I was afraid you would never make it here. But here you are. The land is called Secret Meridian. It's a continent that floats high above the clouds. Oh, that's where we went to, because remember I tried to get there before, but I didn't try that hard because I had no hint of how to maybe get up there, so now we have a way. There are many mysteries resting here, and knowledge beyond our comprehension. The truth is, I haven't just been waiting here. I've been quite busy. Well, I'm looking forward to having you on the team here, Dad. Jimmy! Oh man, why'd the music have to get all disturbing? I've been thinking long and hard about the first warning sign. The bees. You've seen it since then, haven't you? Okay, so Dad's maybe not infected. He might just be, like, aware of what's going on. The pulsating mass. I have read all about it. What it's capable of. I just read it. Damn, did that? God, that was almost a year ago now. Because I think that movie came out in, like, October or November or something. And I read the book. I didn't finish it till after the movie came out. But anyways, seeing it just makes me think of the book and then movie. Jimmy, the world is in great danger. Before we leave Sacred Lantern, we need to enter the Temple of Sight. There are things you must see there. You won't find all the answers, but it's the first step. Nice, we're kind of progressing the larger story here maybe a little bit more significantly rather than just like occasional run-ins with the mass. Lars. Hey. Oh, maybe it was a little bit more of like a Lars? Jimmy, I trust that you've kept up with your studies. Not really. I've had more pressing matters, honestly. I bet they have a book full of cute couple names. I hope they do. You know, I've been thinking. My whole life I've always been the tough guy. I guess it's easy to be the tough guy when you're as big as me, but I don't know. I feel like I'm more than that. Nobody ever gets to see the rest of me. They even call me Big Enormous. Is that not your name? I'm sorry, man. I just assumed that was your name. That's not my real name. It's Norman. What if the decisions I've made to be like I am, to be Big Enormous, what if they were just to fit in? What if my identity just reinforces negative behaviors, like my tendency to overeat? Get what I'm saying? What if I have to overeat, or else I won't be Big Enormous anymore? I see the paradigm here of like your identity being tied to the things that don't define you, but because of that, then they do define you. It's like a real legitimate, real world, like negative space to be in. Man, being here really is really opening my eyes. I want to go talk to question mark. I don't know. That one's obviously a 3, and like the other one was obviously a 6. I can't tell. A 2 maybe? It is 2. Okay. Feel the water. Calm your mind. One day you could reach enlightenment. I'm probably a little ways away from enlightenment at this point. I don't think it's that around the corner for me or anything necessarily. What can I hook you up with, Dad? You probably could use a boost. Fires rocks with extreme prejudice. I like having the grape shot right now. Hand-woven bag that feels kind of exotic. Not a big boost. And made of hard plastic to replicate a prop from a martial arts film for Lars. Whoa. Big boost. What is Lars using right now? Fresh air, perfect view. A girl could build a nest in a place like this. But legit, what does Lars have? And Andrew joined in at level 24. He has the buckler. Oh, yeah, which adds a ton of defense, which is really good for Lars to have. I think I'm going to get him to hang on to that. But Andrew has the worn scroll. It's difficult to read, but the musty smell makes you imagine long dead civilizations. Andrew only. Oh, damn it. I always do this. I just want to look at what the other options are to see if maybe something else is worth it. Oh, his magic attack is really high right now. So he must be mostly a spell caster. The blazer can be worn when selling used cars or teaching at the college level for Andrew only. Optimize? I think that's just because I think it optimizes that because it shows that the rad sneakers have the overall highest improvement because it adds 250 agility. But really that isn't the optimal thing for him, I don't think. Oh god, Norman, I relate to you too much. I'm sure he appreciates being called by his true name here. I hope through the rest of the game we get to see his like journey of, you know, even when you're just talking to him in the corner where it says Big Enormous, it just starts saying Norman, and maybe he loses a bit of weight or something, gets a haircut, ditches the kooky glasses, you know. That would be really funny if just this side character who like hasn't had a very major role. He's like a side character to Punch Tanaka's story, who's a side character of our story or whatever, you know? It would be interesting if they commit time to showing actual growth for a character like that. I guess I probably have some trinkets and stuff to give here. Keepsake, not really. The spectacles. He's gonna definitely want those though. And what else could be worth it, do you think? Resisting either sick or vaccine is maybe good to have. High agility? Maybe a boost to agility could be good, actually. Hey, we can get him to read that magic book that's in the castle now. Yeah, I had that in mind. I do want to turn around and like go back to that as soon as possible. And like go fight the night dragon probably, but I'll probably bomb around in this area a little bit first, especially since Andrew said he had that one thing in particular he wanted us to go check up on. You can have a crush and erudite. Most of your friends are books, and that's okay. 3% mana generation every turn. It's not mana. I don't remember what they call it in this game, but it's not mana. I guess I just threw that out there. It just felt natural. Alright, is any of this worth getting, though? The Nunchaku. Oh, yeah, he already has that other thing. The thick robe, worn by travelers on the road to enlightenment. Could be worth it for anyone, I guess. Seems pretty strong. Andrew, in particular, looks like he could use a boost. Part of the funky sets. And the thermal bomb. 250% group magical damage, 3 turn cooldown. Pretty dope. That's the one that Omega Green was just saying. He likes to hand out to Andrew, especially when he has the high magical attack. That is a good one for him to have. Quite expensive. I'm sitting on quite a bit of money right now. I like to try and not touch my bank just in case something comes up in this game that needs like 10 grand or something, you know? Are you Master Andrew's progeny? Yes? We've only had him for a short while. He must have given you so much knowledge. Yeah, I'm a real Einspline. That's how smart I am. Master Andrew didn't teach you that, did he? Shake out of it, big enormous. You're Norm now. Be Norman. Be who you were born to be. What are you picking on me for? Maybe you're the real bully. Maybe you should be doing a little introspection yourself. I'm just trying to help you, man. I wasn't trying to rustle up any trouble. Just trying to rustle up your inner you. So, we're pretty high up, huh? Maybe it's no surprise to you, but little mice like me aren't the biggest fans of heights. But hey, if this is where my journey took me, this is where I am. How did I get up here? I hid in Mr. Tanaka's hair. How did he get up here? I don't know. My eyes were closed the whole time. So, when we see him and we stand next to him and, you know, he's like 3/4 the height of us, I guess that's just kind of like a handy representation or whatever. Realistically, he's a mouse. He is the size of a mouse. Leave me alone, kid. I'm tired of dealing with you. Don't you ignore me. I can't even shake her. Can I shake her? What if I shake this? What if I shake the thing that you're kicking? Would that upset you? What if I use 6? Draw energy from the earth. Release it through your kick. I want Norman to go on a journey of self-discovery that would be inspirational for me. I want to draw fan art of him now. I really hope, even if it doesn't show it, we'll know. We'll know that there's that B storyline going on of him becoming a better him. Yeah, let's see what Punch is up to before we leave here. It's you. Thanks for beating me up back in the arena. It made me realize I need to figure out some things. This whole crew is rethinking everything. Punch kind of lost his memories, so he's starting over from scratch. He doesn't really want to be a goon anymore. Big Enormous doesn't really want to be big or enormous or defined by that anymore. Johnny Knives is Johnny No Knives, so he's got to rethink everything. Dee Dee keeps getting beat up by us. She's probably going to want to rethink a different thing. The whole petty thug gang is getting brought down here. You know, like, who I really am. I'm going to go on a journey of discovery soon. Pretty cool, right? They say there's a place that has all the world's knowledge. I bet if I find that, then I can find out who I am. I wish you the best of luck, man. I do hope that works out for you. Is this the temple or whatever that Andrew wanted to go check out? This is the Temple of Sight. Yeah, that's where I want to be. The big shattered star or whatever it is. Inside you will find many secrets of the past we have long protected. Beware. Monsters roam the halls. Wary I shall be. I guess we'll just figure out Andrew's skills on the fly. No need kind of looking into it ahead of time. I see you, Arrow, and I'm suspicious of you. I'm suspicious of the fact that you might have some purpose. More of these green triangles that... No idea. Math. Let's just beat up on some math. Balanced equation A and B. Oh god, if I beat it up, is it going to become slowly less balanced? Because that would be really funny. I'm just like quickly doing the math to see if this is balanced. I don't know if it is. 3 of those. Oh, maybe. No, I don't know. Shit, it's been too long since I've done any chemistry or anything like this. But that's fine, I'll just fight it all. I don't know why the hell I'm fighting math. It's very ridiculous. Or science. Maybe I'm just fighting science in general. Cryodynamics. Causes a freezing chemical reaction, 200%. Causes an acidic chemical reaction with toxicosis. Wow. Oh, okay. That's, over 6 turns. The same way as the thing that the blob has. Focus. Concentrate your mental powers for 5 turns. Attack and magic attack. Lose 10 MP per turn. Instant. And when it says instant, that probably means you can do focus and then something else in the same turn. And analysis, God, I'm hitting the button too many times. Carefully study the enemy's weakness. The next attack will do triple damage once per fight. Interesting. Try talking to the question mark man. There's a cave behind him. I did talk to him. He was number 2, and he said like nothing useful. I think Punch lost his memory after he was washed in the water in that place where unnecessary things go to die. Yeah, we did some bad things. Jonathan mostly. And, yeah, lost all of his memories. You're not so tough, balanced equation. I'll show you what's up. Man, it feels good to have a full party again. I kind of miss having Jonathan, the way that he would, like, heal everyone every single turn. That was super dope to have, but Helga's good enough at her mothering job that maybe we won't actually need him. Ah, man, you can, oh, God, they've rebalanced themselves. They both have to be taken out. Well, that certainly makes things harder. Luckily, Jimmy attacks both people. That makes... What is that stack? They stack is the word I wanted. They can stack. So that's interesting. I don't know why I'm choosing to be the goon in this place of science. He's definitely like the least sciencey guy that I got. It just screamed when you saw math. It's the summer. No one should be doing math right now. Am I already a high enough level to not fight things in this area? What the shit is this square chameleon? I like it though. I do like it a lot. The landfish. That's science for you. And the chatterbox. Science does some weird things, man. Abstract art. Looks like something. What do you think? Yeah, there's a lot of something going on in there. It's something from top to bottom. More something than I would expect to see in any one place, I tell you. Extremely glad the Psycho Bear is dead. Yeah, I think we all are. He was a pretty bad influence. Well done, Andrew. Very strong moves he got there. It said he was winding up for something, so I'm kind of expecting some shenanigans here. Don't really feel like switching into the bird just to startle him, so let's just see what he's capable of. Can't stop biting. Turns out it is a pretty strong attack. Mostly just because it is capable of, like, all 5 of those. If they hit one person, you'd be pooched. Yeah, it's nice to be in an area where enemies are just, like, very generally weird and not weird because they're horrifying or, like, anything like that. The pulsating mass. Every record I've read about it treats it as an inevitability, a certainty of nature. It's always been here. This is kind of interesting because that's the same way that they treat it in it, the way they treat like Pennywise, is that he is like this long time ancient being that's kind of always been there, and it's like a force of nature almost. Not the exact same phrasing, not the exact same context or whatever, but kind of, it's funny that they're choosing to call it. It's kind of unfortunate because this game was started being made 4 years ago. Obviously the book is from like the 70s or whatever, but now the fact that it's very recently back in popular culture, it's otherwise these, you know, similarities might not have necessarily been drawn. In the oldest halls of the most ancient temple, it was here. When the cityscapes that carpet the horizon were just the fantasy of a dreamer, it was here. It was here when people wrote on cave walls. It was here when man was just a prototype. So if it's like an always here thing, then it's less likely to be something that's a result of like Jimmy's imagination or Jimmy's guilt or several of those theories that we've been spinning. But it is still a chance that it feeds off that guilt or whatever, and then that's why it's strong now and not, you know, 1,000 years ago or whatever. It was here when dinosaurs were more than just sun-bleached bones deep beneath the sediment. It might have been here since the beginning of time. Back then, it was small. So small the world's most powerful microscope wouldn't have been able to find it. Over the years, it grew more powerful, larger, more despicable. In all those areas, it grew, and it grew exponentially. Why did it choose now to appear? Why is it targeting you, Jimmy? There is much more to show in this ancient place. Let's continue. Something to do with your empathetic abilities, something like that, maybe. Lars's undulate encounter can cripple the multi-bite attack. Ah, yeah, that is good. It is a good combo. Usually when it's just like a simple 1-on-1 or like 2-on-4 matchup or whatever, I guess I'm less cautious and tend to not bust out the worthwhile combos. But especially when it seemed like things weren't that strong, just kind of getting a lay of the land or whatever. But I should start busting it back out again, definitely. More enjoyable section of the game when it's not actively being like weird and creepy as hell. Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily have to use the undulate and stuff for this section. Here I just need to commit to dishing out damage. It's calculating with its peers. Is it just getting prepared to split or whatever if necessary? I'm curious what calculations it might be undergoing. Ah, man, I wish you had one move that took a little bit less MP. Something that was just like 5 MP, because Andrew's normal attack is basically entirely useless. Oh, don't put everyone to sleep. No! What the shit was that? Apparently calculating with its peers is like the world's most powerful possible attack. God, no more of that, please. How did this all become Lars's job? Yeah, Lars, you gotta try and take something. Oh, he just fucking put everything else to sleep now, too. What the hell happened? And it just reset his sleep. Well, that fucking sucked. I almost just want to die because I'm not gonna use 3 alarm clocks or whatever. That's garbage. Do you have that thing? No, you have to buy the one that attacks everything. Well, I guess I'll just die. The fuck was that? Why was math so strong? That was totally uncool. Pretty bogus. I wish I would have stuck that money in the bank. I hadn't done it before because I was still considering buying something. Let's buy at least 1 thick robe. How about that? Wow, I have more in here than I thought I did, actually. Let's buy maybe a couple things. Let's up the overall abilities of the group here. Yeah. How about 1 thick robe? And I was going to buy a couple thick robes, but I think I'm going to get a thick robe and the thermal bomb. I think it'll be worth it overall. Especially since I didn't really have anything worthwhile to give Andrew anyways. No good manuals. So if we kind of give him a nice little boost like this, he should be in much better shape. Loses a bit of magic defense, but his regular defense goes up by 10. Yeah, whatever, man. I guess this is what we're committing you to. Why not? You can still have Crush. I just, for some reason, felt the need to rearrange them. I am curious about this cave. What do you think we could do to maybe try and influence this and gain access to that cave? Field of water, calm your mind. One day you could reach enlightenment. Maybe someday we'll get like a fish power up or something like that. Currently I'm not confident what is needed to access that cave there. Not even a real strong hint of an idea. Probably want to save after making those kinds of purchases and such. Oh, well. Here, just give me one quick second. Oh, what's here, wait, sorry. I just had to go check on something. Oh, there it is. There you go. That's I just put Mebja on timeout. I don't want. I'm so sick of that garbage, shitty meme. Sorry for the no warning on that or whatever, but I'm setting the precedent there. It's fucking dumb. So yeah, I'm putting you on a timeout. And if you keep doing it, then I'll throw a ban down. It's such a stupid thing. I just was talking to Jessica, I think it was the other day, maybe, in the comments section. And I said, to me, it's like a knock-knock joke without saying knock-knock in front of it. Like, I don't know why it's... The other day, it was not annoying me as much. Today, for whatever reason, all of a sudden, it extra annoys me. Don't know why. Don't know why I got so triggered. If you didn't notice, Andrew passively regenerates MP. Yeah, that was his erudite ability there. Oh, Chatterbox is getting ready. Ah, well. Didn't have much time there, did he? I thought you could have reached the cave by jumping. Well, yeah, maybe we can knock that guy off his pedestal, or maybe he'll leave at some point. And then at that point, maybe we'll be able to access that. Yeah, let's quickly heal everyone up here. I wonder if we solve some sort of puzzle or whatever, if all of these acolytes of the spirit temple will move on, and then at that point we'll be able to access it. Well, hello there, friendly Mr. Sun. A soul, which I honestly don't know what language that is. Is that Spanish? It just means sun, but I don't know what language it comes from. I'm gonna steal the heat. You don't want to burn your hands, so better take just a bit so you can warm up. And hopefully that will, you know, kind of castrate that guy a little bit so he can't do too much damage. Let's try the thermal bomb out. I'm just curious. I just want to see what kind of damage that lays down, because it's kind of incredibly strong. Lost some heat. Oh, so can you steal heat from it, like, repeatedly, maybe? Seems like a thermal bomb against the sun wouldn't be, like, a very great option, but... Too bad it costs so much MP, because it is insanely strong. Soul is sun in Swedish. It might be sun in a few languages, even. So there is kind of like a half and half thing going on in here. Not positive if that was anything significant at all. Might just be neat decoration. Oh man, now we're gonna have Luna. Yeah, nailed it. I'm such a genius. Probably the other Scandinavian languages as well. Yeah, I imagine it's common. Ooh, can you also steal moonlight? Nothing to steal from that. Curious. You can just slap around, Mom, I guess. Lars. I guess I have to get used to the fact that Andrew's just gonna spend a lot of MP. That 3% or whatever it is that he regenerates per turn is pretty minimal. But what is it? It's still like 6 or something like that. Wouldn't it be? Like, I guess it's not terrible. And if you're spending like, yeah, 6 MP. So if you're spending like 10 per turn and he's regenerating 6, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We can do a lot with that. Commit. Well, I don't mind spending quite so much if that's the case then. Dear God, it's the grown-up version of the sun baby from Teletubbies. It does feel a little bit like that. God damn it! I fucking already forgot that this was even a thing. Alright, fucking, I'm out of here. Fuck. Alright, now escape. Please? Please? Come on. This is such garbage. Why? Why is that skill so insanely fucking strong? That's just the most annoying goddamn thing, isn't it? Oh, whoa. The ghost can hop across gaps as well? Makes sense, he kind of floats. Just had never done it before. Well, I guess I gotta keep a much closer eye on those goddamn equations when I fight them and play as the bird so I can startle them when that shit happens. That's so dumb. Who would have thought? Hey, I just saw that Joey Jones and Sunil It subscribed. I missed those earlier. Thank you. right when I'm getting just ragey as shit at this game. Probably a little excessively so. It's just I'm just trying to find out the secrets of the pulsating mass. I'm just excited to see what the next step of all this will be. I'm kind of curious if undulation will make... I forgot to activate counterattack there, but I'm wondering if undulate causes every one of the chatterbox's attack to hit Lars, or if it's just... if the way that chatterbox move works is that it attacks everyone and then picks one person to hit an extra amount. You know what I mean? It might work that way, but I basically keep killing them too quickly to know for certain. Let's keep stealing the heat because I'm a little scared of what how strong that might be otherwise. And we'll throw some cryodynamics at it. Use the ice move on the fire guy. That's probably smart, right? Damn. These two things just ganged up and just kept tail slapping around like that like crazy. It would be pretty damn strong. Maybe that thing just has a lot of magic defense, because that didn't do nearly as much damage as I was kind of expecting it to. Yeah. I gotta get used to a character who it makes sense to use their magic abilities like every single... Lars would take all of them in the Chatterbox's attack. That's pretty intense, but yeah, does make that an extra valuable counter then. I gotta get used to the fact that I have a character on the team all of a sudden who actually is made for casting spells. I've had plenty of characters before who like have a lot of useful spells in their repertoire. Helga's mostly just there. Do you know what? I should have skipped it just in case it ended up being another damn ass. One of those balanced equations. Now all of a sudden I'm very fearful of math. This game is giving me some sort of like math trauma that I'll never look at math the same way again. I went from never having any negative, real strong opinions on math. I thought math was kind of neat. You could do neat things with it. Now all of a sudden I thoroughly hate it. So how about that? Now I kind of, well, all my guys are too fast. I kind of wanted to see him unload his Chatterbox Hellstorm on me there, and then have Lars deflect it all. I'm gonna start doing secondary saves through this dungeon if this balanced equation is gonna be like a major recurring problem for me here. I hope it's not too recurring. Occasional is okay, but I don't want it to be like a humongous continuous source of anxiety for me. Probably a little early to use Comforting Smile. Seems like no one needed it that desperately. Whoops. There we go. This thing is neat. It's weird that it has an ear. For some, like, the way that its eyes are up on the top of its head and that they're, like, all twisted around and the big open mouth and all those different things. There's a lot of weird things about that particular enemy. And the weirdest part of all to me, for whatever reason, is the fact that it has an ear. Oh man, do I have to be making note of some of these different shapes and things like that? Is some of this going to be important for like a puzzle later in this dungeon maybe? I wonder if I should have went to, I felt like going down this path was the side room, but maybe that one nearby was the side room, or both of them are story important. The last mural depicted what was. This mural depicts what might be. The day of annihilation. If left unimpeded, the pulsating mass will grow to uncontainable levels. It will strangle skyscrapers to the ground. It will drain the oceans of their water. It will siphon the nutrients from the soil. It will devour each and every organism until there's nothing left. And when there's nothing left, there will be no one around to witness the universe. It would be as if nothing ever existed. This is the power of the pulsating mass. Why would it want that? If nothing ever existed, then it wouldn't exist either? I guess it could just be having a bad day. It just is sick of it all. We cannot allow that to happen, Jimmy. The universe is too beautiful. The knowledge of it is precious and fragile. We must pass it down to future generations. I agree. The most important mural lies further in the temple. That one, the one about the end of the world, isn't the most important? Ooh, maybe there's one that hints at how you would defeat it. Because I would think that that would probably be more important overall. More of you guys, hey? I keep not even having the opportunity to use my counter strikes on this thing now that I've lined that up. I just want to test it out. I just want to see. I'm just too good at killing. I guess there's part of Jonathan or the pulsating smile that would be super pumped about that. That's like what they're all about, isn't it? That's their bread and butter, is me killing and living up to my potential as a bad person. Only have 8% and I'm out eating. Might need to leave. Yep, makes total sense. Definitely want to save your phone in case you end up needing that. Thanks for swinging by, though, if you got to duck on out. Well, then. What do you guys think here? And... what? Where could 3 and 5 have come into play here? Triangle, moon, sphere, pentagon, boat, star, David, square, triangle. Just trying to kind of make mental notes of what to keep an eye out for. Does anyone know if stress can cause shadowy figures in the corner of your eye? Fatigue can. Stress maybe can too. I wouldn't know for sure, but fatigue absolutely can. You can start having like visual little illusions. Is it just going to be triangle, square? This is what's been appearing all over the place, isn't it? Wait, there's all these triangles and squares and stuff all over the place. Are we going to start like, you know, filling up this temple if we start activating a bunch of this stuff? There's triangles and squares and circles and shit all over the place. I don't know, man. I'm just going to go back and I'm going to try triangle and square. But yeah, probably a pretty solid sign that you need some sleep. Little, like, corner of the eye, weird illusion-y shit is a major sign of it. If you start hearing things, then you need sleep, like, hyper desperately. Auditory illusions do come with fatigue. It's just very dramatically deep into being fatigued. I think. I'm pretty confident that auditory comes after visual, but yeah, I'd recommend getting a little bit of shut-eye, maybe. Probably for the best. Anyone got any hint of an idea or shred of a theory of maybe what to do in the room with the computers there? Maybe what needs to be punched in to make that stuff work? I'll keep an eye out and see if I can come up with anything myself, but if anyone else maybe is formulating a little something. What the hell, have I been playing for an hour already? It feels like I haven't progressed particularly far. See, that was the only reason I assumed it was triangle, square. All of them are triangle, square, I'm pretty sure. Then there's kind of the star ball here. There's definitely shapes all over this temple. There's circles on the floor in some places, but there's also triangles and squares all over the damn place. Oh. No, there's triangles and circles all over the place. Because I was starting to think, like, maybe there's different floors. And different floors or whatever have different themes. Here, let me just see. I might have missed a call. I did not miss a call. I think I'm safe there. All right. Moving on. There was a chance that it was important and had to double check. This is like definitely a teleporter out of here. We've seen those before. Let me save up real quick, because if there's a teleporter out of here, there's maybe something coming up waiting for me. More branching paths, eh? Oh god, punching my mic. I got this mean itch on my nose. I'm trying to scratch it without looking like I'm just shoving my finger up my nose. It's like right in that middle spot right here. It's driving me crazy. Well then, this all got a lot more complex, didn't it? Now there's a 1 and a 2, but they're not in relation to each other in the way that makes a lot of strong sense. I got nothing. I got no ideas. What else? Like, there's definitely patterns going on the floor and stuff like that. Like, what the hell? It's hard to know what to filter out and what to take in as being significant. Ooh. Who's this creepy ghost, and what's up with the little bug they're reaching for? In the oldest tome moldering in the long-forgotten archives of Sacred Lantern, I read this passage. In the darkest moment when all hope has vanished, the light from the secret knowledge will pierce the darkness. Not exactly a scientific explanation, but it's what we need, isn't it? Hope. I don't know what the secret knowledge is, nor do I know how it works. But when dealing with the utter annihilation, what other choice do we have? But that posits the question, where is the secret knowledge? We could go check out that book in the nighttime castle. In my research, I found only one possible location, the world's library. It is considered a sacred place by the inhabitants of this continent, a relic from a forgotten era. In it, all the world's knowledge is said to reside. I can't think of another place the sacred knowledge might be. Seems like a good bet. My guess is as good as yours, though. It's time, Jimmy. We must travel down the path of enlightenment. Then we'll see the legs of the ancient giant towering above the clouds. Man, Dad, you're taking this on a very, like, metaphysical, psychological, prophetic journey here. Taking the adventure in a very different direction. This is where the world's library waits for us. There will be danger, Jimmy. The pulsating mass has manifested before, and it will manifest itself again and again until we stop it. Hey, Quizbowl King, welcome back. Jimmy, I'm not a strong man. When I was a boy, I was more content reading than playing outside. Contact sports frighten me. I've never been in a fight in my entire life. Therefore, I cannot guarantee I'll be able to stop the pulsating mass. I'm sorry, but that's just reality. What I can guarantee is that I'll do everything in my power. I might be powerless, but it's the best I can do. Now, let's climb the legs of the ancient giant and find the world's library. Where in God's green earth is that kept, Dad? Sounds like some crazy mumbo-jumbo to me. Quizbowl King, it's hard to know what to filter out and what is significant. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is kind of a much broader life lesson, isn't it? Alright, we're dealing with shapes and numbers in this little section here, so it's a little bit harder to grasp. Oh man, and I can also scroll through numbers here too, but not all of them. And this one looks like you can go through the exact same shit. I have no idea. Let's attempt the first puzzle. I don't intend to commit a ton of time to it because, goddamn, this seems complicated. We might as well poke around with it at least a little bit. Not today, not right now. Those have caused too much trouble. I think I'm gonna vote no on that. I'm not gonna leave the temple just yet, though. I do want to try and figure out a little bit more about this puzzle before I completely give up on it. Don't know what to talk about, and it stresses me out. I think it's less about having specifics to talk about and just sharing in general. I think it's good to be able to just share and open up, and I don't think you necessarily, I don't have a ton of experience with it, but I don't think you necessarily have to go in knowing exactly what you want to talk about or what you want to say. It might come to you. It might just feel good to vent, and you might not have any specific direction you go with like a psychiatric session or anything like that. And I think that it's more just about being there, making the appearance, being willing, being open to it and everything. I don't think you have to stress yourself about knowing what to say. I think it's just good to make the appearance, keep a routine, and like take it seriously and everything. As I'm sure you're doing all those various things, taking it seriously and all that. Yeah, I wouldn't worry yourself about knowing what to say. Oh goodness, Lars. As thankful as I am for your undulatingness and everything you have to offer, sure does make you a bit of a burden. So much extra helping out. Hey, Cooney, how's it going? So much help needs to be given to this goofy little slacker. I should really do anything I can to make his... that's not true. I was going to say to make his agility like the lowest possible, because I was thinking if he uses undulate too soon, he's going to take all this damage before he has any way to counter any of it. But if he's too slow, I hope I didn't accidentally get spun around there. I think I might have. If he gets too slow, then he's gonna... Oh god, I think I did. Yeah, damn it, I thought maybe I went backwards. If he gets too slow, then he's not going to be able to use counter early enough, and then that's going to lose its effectiveness. Ugh. so much to juggle to try and maximize all of this. I don't even know if it's totally worth stealing the sun's heat. I'm going to not do that this turn and just try and kind of take everything down as quickly and effectively as possible instead. Undulate and counter have priority regardless of agility, but it seems like pretty consistently... Oh, no. Yeah, no, that makes sense. You're right. I thought I had witnessed like a counter to that, but I think you're totally right. Let's see if it even... Does it specifically say even? It doesn't say, but yeah, I think you're totally right on that. I see so many shapes everywhere. I'm trying to like ingest that to try and think about how that might fit together or be significant, and I am not developing any real theories on it. I do not have a lot to go off of for this. Damn it. Afternoon nap also takes priority. Interesting. Has anyone finished the important videos playlist? What is that? Important videos for... Is this something that was being shared around recently? Because if it has, it is not something that made it across my own desk, per se. Yeah, he does. I should have realized that. Yeah, he always busts out that counter really early on. How hurt is everyone? There's also those other weird side shapes over there that, as far as I can tell, don't contribute a whole lot of anything. The weird, wacky, like, abstract shit that's going on. So, as far as I can tell, none of it matters. I don't know what I'm supposed to be ingesting from this wacky-ass dungeon. Wow, that was a lot of mass attacks going on there. A lot of everyone gets hurt. Well, you should have just done that right off the bat, shouldn't you, Andrew? Maybe I gotta jack up his speed a little bit more. I just realized those chatterbox actually have a nose. I'm gonna have to take a closer look at that, because that is not something I've noticed at all. What if I just make you both squares, since there's squares everywhere in this room? It was a dumb theory, but there's a hell of a lot of square shapes going on in here. There's squares within squares and all these rectangles and things. I don't know. Playlist full of YouTube memes. Well, there's probably a ton of those. I think I've seen similar things before. Maybe not the precise exact one. I feel like memes live and die so quickly, so shortly, that it's like I wouldn't know that some of it would just feel dated, I guess, if there's stuff in it that's older than like a couple months. I'm getting nothing. I'm not picking up any hints. Shitload of triangles, shitload of squares. I got nothing on that puzzle. Maybe it's a come back to it later sort of puzzle, because this thing, it does have a nose. I noticed that it had that little janky bit between its eyes. And when I said earlier, I said something about like its eyes are on the top of its head and they're a little skewed. That's what I was meaning, is that little bit that looks like it's kind of folded around or whatever. Yeah, shit, I think that's an eye. You're right. It definitely adds an additional layer of weird and disturbing to an already super, very strange creature in this game. Finished it in one sitting today. I have ascended. I think I've seen similar things before, and I definitely know where you're coming from. That it's like, you know, you take a look at it and you see that every single thing in the video or in the playlist is like 20 to 30 seconds long, so you're like, this won't be too much, and then you realize you're like 40 minutes into this and you're like a freaking tenth of the way through it. Some of it is super funny, but it's just like those Vine compilations or whatever. It'll be like a 10-minute compilation, and like a combined 2 minutes of it will be like truly funny. Vine was an interesting beast. It did kind of seem to be relatively effective, actually, at allowing the cream to rise to the top, you know? And those compilations were not very good for that. Because it would include things that were by popular people, even if they weren't actually that funny, which I don't think was the point. Vine was interesting. I never used it myself, but there was definitely tons of funny shit on it. So many perpendicular quadrilaterals. Do you want to get banned? No more math. After those balanced equations killed me 2 times in such a short amount of span. That's no geometry, no math, no trigonometry, no math related anything anymore in this stream. There's also the snow cones on the walls. Yeah, man, I don't know what was going on in there, and I don't know what to do about any of it. 312 videos of memes. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot to try and digest. For anything like that, I like to just go to our YouTube haiku. I feel like I get all my meme needs fulfilled through that. Well, damn. Didn't solve the puzzle. Did possibly get a note from Punch. The Journey of a Nameless Monk, Chapter 1. Is this Punch? Is he a nameless monk now? Today I leave Sacred Lantern. It is a strange town with people who have numbers for heads. It's not my home, but I called it that for a while. A very short while, like a few hours maybe. In time, this town will probably fade from my memory, much like how all the rest of my memories have faded. I tried to give myself a good long look in the mirror today, but I couldn't see my eyes behind my shades. Nice effort. For whatever reason, I just couldn't bring myself to take them off. Maybe he's scared to look himself in the eyes? Strange. Maybe in a past life I had some kind of debilitating mental disorder. Well, anyway, I feel like my journey starts today. I said goodbye to my friends, the friends I made here. I don't know if I'd really call them friends. I didn't know them that long. Their names were easy to remember, though, because I could just read their heads. I wish life were always that simple. On the plus side, I think I finally ditched those 3 weirdos who keep following me around. They were your true friends, man. They care about you. The bald one in particular really creeps me out. Yeah, he's a little obsessive, though. Whatever. I'm leaving now. Here's something I wrote to commemorate my journey. Falling down the hill. The fragile leaves of autumn. My life continues. Haiku. Falling down the hill, the fragile... I don't actually feel like... I think it is a legit haiku. I was thinking it'd be funny if it wasn't actually haiku. Johnny, what do you have to say about him leaving? The boss left, and none of us had the heart to follow him. I hope we meet him again one day and he remembers everything. I want to talk with him about all the fun we used to have. That's got to be tough, to like lose your friend, but like he's still physically there. So it's like a physical constant reminder, but he's not really there. You know, I've been thinking. My whole life I've always been the tough guy. He's still contemplating the same stuff. It's mostly Johnny who's cut up like a knife about him leaving. Have you ever played FNAF? I indeed have. And I've only played the first one, and I just like did not really care about it. I think it's because it had already been around for a while by the time I got around to it, and it was like I had learned the concept of the game. I think if I didn't know how the game worked and had to learn it the way anyone else who had like a first experience with that game, I think it would have been more enjoyable, but for me it was meh. This is the Temple of the Inward Looking Eye. 8's teachings are long overdue, but 1, 4, and 7 left Sacred Lantern, and we can't begin without them. 1, 4, and 7. Oh yeah, I didn't meet any of them. They were totally gone. Is that just because their heads would have been super weird shaped and the dev didn't want to draw them? Why couldn't 2 have left? Then he would open up that spot for you. Who are the 3 weirdos they're talking about? That was a note from Punch Tanaka. He's talking about No Knives, Big Enormous, and Didi. Well then, I guess I'll have to go find any of them before I'm allowed to move on. I'm gonna have to like think more on that temple puzzle off camera or something, like analyze that a little deeper, because otherwise it's going to be trial and error, and I have no faith that's going to work. Oh shit, we're just immediately at the path of enlightenment? That was what Dad was all jazzed up about. I guess we're walking it. Well, let's try and level up a tiny bit more. How close is everyone? Jimmy just leveled up, right? I think 982, very close. 6,000, a little ways away, and very close, very, very close, in fact. Oh, another note from Punch. Yeah, but if we level up a little bit more, I do kind of want to try and go back to the Night Dragon, maybe? The Journey of the Nameless Monk, Chapter 2. To be out in nature. It's where men find themselves. The sounds of peaceful streams and bird song provide the perfect background for self-reflection. That's what they tell me anyway. Honestly, there's a lot of pollen in the air and my nose doesn't know how to deal with it. I've been sneezing since I came to this stupid continent. At least there were dragons and stuff in the last one. I've got to get over myself. Got to try new things. Then maybe I'll find something that clicks. Something that reminds me of who I really am. Or you can redefine it, Punch. Maybe the old you wasn't the best you. All this nature is really making my creative juices flow. Here's one for you. Blue jay in the sky. Chirp, 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 chirp. Shut the hell up, dude. Yes. Yes. That's the best haiku that has ever been written. That is the best, most accurate haiku that's ever been written. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a blue jay. They're gorgeous birds, beautiful, beautiful birds, but they're basically just blue crows, and they make the worst sound ever. Chirp is inaccurate. It is a squawk. It should just be squawk, 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 squawk. Magpies sound worse than blue jays do, and they're more common. But blue jays, man, growing up, there was much more blue jays than magpies around my place, and oh, they can be annoying. Currently, the current bane of my existence in terms of birds has been magpies, though, but there's a special place in my heart because blue jays are, like, mostly Canadian, but, like, there's still a hate in my heart. What do we got here? This looks like a number 1. A 1 fish. Wait. This is like 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish? Oh, no, it's 1 fish and land fish. But still, it is a 1 fish and it is a red fish, so maybe there's a 2 fish and it's a blue fish. We're going to keep an eye out for that. I am banking on that theory being a thing. I have the tiniest level of confidence in that, but there's some potential there. And I would feel like a real genius if I ended up being right. Wow. That did an oddly high amount of damage to the moon. The 1 fish is sharpening its edges? Well, Andrew, you step up to the plate here and maybe put an end to this before we find out how the hell a fish is sharpening itself. I don't think it's a question I really want or need answered, you know? I only thought about Alzheimer's because Punch in a shell is a shell of his former self, and his friends will forever miss him. Yeah, there's definitely like an allegory there. Ah, shit. Well then, it seems like we can only use magic damage against this guy. God, what'd you have to go and do that for, man? You made my life a lot more difficult. Well, I'm just gonna try and take him out with these guys then. Wow, that didn't go well at all, did it? What did he have cast on him that resulted in such a quick, immediate death there? That sucked. Let's run the hell out of here. Use your sprinting abilities, because I want to go heal, rather than wasting a bunch of items and shit like that. Yeah, Alzheimer's is probably about one of the saddest things there is. Pretty goddamn heartbreaking. These people are kind of dealing with the similar experience here, I guess, but maybe there's hope for Punch. Maybe he can come back. Maybe he can be a new person. Whoa, okay, just real quick. There you can literally see the giant's legs on the left there. I kind of looked around, didn't look too thoroughly though, but yeah. Those are the big giant's legs there. They're just big ass legs. Hard to tell if they're statues or if they're actual legitimate, like, legs from some crazy ass giant creature. Who knows in this wacky world? A number sign. Wait, so what's all this other stuff then? Is any of the rest of this, like, special sign, math signs or anything? What is the general theme of this world? What is going on? What's the deal? Is generally what I'm getting at. I don't know if when fighting this 1 fish, if it's a really good idea to put all the heat on Lars. We'll just try and make sure we're taking it out as quickly as possible. These other guys are a little bit difficult. They can be tough for sure, but not nearly as dangerous as this thing seems to be. Let's just try and startle it and hope that we're faster than it. Speaking of annoying squawks, we literally have this character who, one of his abilities is just, one of his things is just having an annoying squawk. Could have written a haiku about him just as easily, I suppose. Yeah, suck on that. Suck on that annoying ass squawk. Let's try and push our way through this area before going anywhere else. A square cloud, hey? Strange, isn't it? we'll try and push our way through this area so that we can do like the fast travel way through it later. But once I'm done with it, ooh, now we got like a chemist. But yeah, once we make it through here, then I definitely want to go back to the Night Dragon, I think. And there was another one of those light bulbs there. I guess I'm going to sticky phlegm that thing. Try and bring it down a little bit. Mom, I'm going to get you on the Burton. Actually, let's see if we can steal from Burton first. No. I'm gonna get Mom on the using magic against this thing train. Because otherwise, things might be a little too much for Andrew to try and take down on his own. Oh man, the sticky phlegm isn't magic damage, I guess? It must not be. Hopefully Punch remembers them and they all go on a journey of self-discovery, especially Norman. I want Norman to get better. I wonder if all of this is making them already kind of go on a little bit of their own little spiritual journey, and then coming out the other side of it. Oh, he definitely used some sort of potion or something on Andrew there. If that, you know, by the time Punch does get better and maybe he does get his memories back, they will have already gone through their own separate journey and everyone kind of just independently figures their own shit out. Hey man, still not time for us to talk, hey? Not time for... Am I gonna fight it at some point and be able to become a fish person? Because there's been a few times where I felt like swimming would be important. Oh, hi there. Hi there, giant statue of, Vishnu? I don't think that's actually Vishnu, but it reminds me of it for sure. Like the many-armed god, who I don't actually know what he's a god of. I won't pretend. I won't pretend to actually know. I'm just gonna thermal bomb this. I hate this one fish thing. It just worries me. It is clearly dangerous as all hell, so the more I can do to take it out as quickly as possible, the better, I think. It would be really weird, because if you can suddenly swim, there would be so many new areas that you could, like, suddenly access. But I'm still thinking that is going to be a thing at some point. Or maybe that fish will just help him out in some way, and then he'll, like, take us for a ride to a new area or something. It's hard to predict how he's going to tie in, but at some point he'll be significant for sure. Chapter 3. I cannot seem to drink enough water today. As I rest under the shadow of what I assume to be some kind of god, I think to myself, wow, Punch has gone a long ways since last we saw him, and made a lot of stops and a lot of diary entries. It really seems like he just walked around the corner like half an hour ago, and he's just going through a lifelong spiritual journey in an afternoon here. I like their characters more than the main characters. Well, it honestly doesn't really dedicate any time to developing the main characters. Jimmy's an empathetic boy, the mom is super crazy nice, Lars is a bit of a slacker, the dad is a brainiac, but it hasn't shown them developing a whole lot, and so it's kind of more interesting to see the other characters, because they seem to be the ones actually undergoing character development. What will I find on my journey? The answer seems obvious. I'll find myself. Maybe I'll discover who I was, but even if I don't, I'll find out who I am. That was a pretty deep thought. I'm glad I wrote it down. I wonder who this god is. Maybe I used to know. Maybe I used to praise it. Man, that would be awkward, because I really had to pee. The best place was behind the statue. I bet if I used to believe in a god, it was a really cool one. Like maybe it could control fire and run at the speed of light. That would be awesome. Here's something to demonstrate my feelings. Maybe I should just I don't want to become a flying spaghetti god worshiper or anything like that, but I should just maybe I'll just choose Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. Maybe I'll just praise him like a god. I don't know. Try and get it a little bit more interesting though. Immaculate Meadow, or just Demolo. I'll just praise Demolo. That's the obvious answer, isn't it? Immaculate Meadow. Immaculate Meadow. Immaculate Meadow. That's too many, right? Yeah, that's like 6. I don't think that works for a haiku, does it? Trees sprouting like green oceans, all burns before Thull. What the hell are you talking about, man? You're all over the place with that one. Wait, I should make sure everyone's full health here first. Now I can shake free my bonus mana. Is that enough to bring everyone back up to the top? Nearly. Not Mom. Not quite Mom. I've spent a bit too much of hers to get me to there. Lots of notifications popping up on the phone. Nothing important. I wanted to go behind the statue. I wanted to see if there was anything behind there other than Punch's urine. He holds a square. His head is a cylinder, and he's got like a scroll. I don't know, man. I'm hunting for shapes anywhere and everywhere, and so far I'm gathering nothing. What if I shade my plant self or something? Nah. All these weird shaped clouds and everything, are they significant to solving those puzzles? Maybe. Who knows? If that's the case, then those puzzles are insane. They're going to be impossible to solve. That's too much. What was I? Oh, right. I want to be the bird for a while still, just in case I need to do some big time squawking, I think. I won't waste another thermal bomb. It's fun. It's fun to just nuke the hell out of everything like that. But I'll try and resist the temptation to just use it constantly every single time, I think. Mom must have got a critical hit. I think when it glows like orange like that, it's a critical, because that was a lot of damage. I'm fighting a ridiculous amount of these landfish. I don't know what's up with this. Why there's so many of these things just running around. What's going on in the actual water? There's that one great big fish that I keep finding, but I don't know if there's any other fish beyond that. I don't know what to make of Geometry World here. I'm looking everywhere for like deeper meaning of anything. I'm guessing that I'm just not going to solve that puzzle in that temple without like a walkthrough or someone else figuring it out, because usually I can at least get a kernel of an idea going to base things on, and just nothing. Just a big fat nothing this time around. It's a bit of a bummer. Makes me feel like a failure. We'll figure it out. It might be a team effort, but we'll make something work. Guarantee it. Man, I hope that thing isn't too quick. Nope, never mind. Went on a rampage. Oh man. And you can't even counterattack the rampage. I guess I do have the thing on Lars that sometimes he can counter magic attacks, but it's not all the time. Dang it, Lars. Why'd you have to go and get knocked unconscious, man? Making life so much more difficult for everyone. I know you're trying your best. I'll try not to be too hard on him. All these green triangles seem to contribute nothing as well. Man, I totally skipped like an area. There was a branch of a path there, and I chose this way, and I don't want to have to backtrack too much, but I might have to. I must have taken a wrong turn. I'm feeling the same way, man. That cave is weird and freaked me out. I couldn't figure out what to do. I'm gonna double back to the statue and figure out what went wrong. Whoever's reading this, I wouldn't go in there if I were you. There's a lot of pointy things. Maybe this will better illustrate what I mean. Shapes live in the cave. A triangle bit me, man. This place really sucks. A triangle. I gotta count this. A triangle bit me, man. So that one works. Shapes live in the cave. I think just that one. He got a little confused by it and screwed it up. Aw, man. The music here, though. It's counting. It's just counting in order, though. Well, I got nothing. Triangle, circle, or triangle, square, circle, triangle. The shapes outside are the only thing I can think of, but like, there's like a trapezoid cloud here, and that's not anywhere. That's not anything. What are you? What good are you? What can be done with you? Why do you exist? Man, it's been a while since I've done that. That had an insane amount of beeps. I tried to enter it like a mirror, because maybe it acted like a prism or something like that. Maybe it can be... Oh, right, I forgot about that skill. Maybe it can be shooken. Nothing. Well, I agree with you, man. Wait. Was Punch specifically giving me a hint about triangles? That would be pretty on the nose, but if I'm just supposed to change everything to triangles, it would be a little silly, wouldn't it? There's nothing. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's 3 different things. Because I was going to say, this would take whatever it is. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 6. If I were just to do that, there would be, like, if I just set this to triangle and walked over here and filtered through everything and then set it to whatever's after triangle, square, and filter through everything, that would only be 36 different attempts. But then as soon as you throw in another 6 on there, what does that work out to? Because it would be like 216. 6 times 36, whatever that is. And yeah, that's a bit too many to trial and error your entire way through. It would also be like pretty easy to lose track of what you've already tried and what you haven't. So gonna have to think on these puzzles. Trial and error. You can brute force trial and error your way through it. Absolutely. It's just not gonna be recommended at all. Hello here. Triangle. It's nothing different. I could just rip one of its edges off. Don't mind if I do. I'm just curious. I'm curious what might result from that. And what kind of attacks this thing can actually do. It winks out of existence. It doesn't I can steal any of its edges. Well, it's been a while since there was an enemy that you can literally just rip apart like that. They don't come up too often. Jimmy's not that far from leveling up again. Lars is still a little ways away. Jimmy's like the closest one to leveling up here. There's a bit of a spread being formed, and everyone's different leveling. All right, what was the other place? South. Yeah, that was totally the next way. Could I have found chapter 5 of Punch's thing first, maybe? If I chose to go this way first? Did the game in some way guide me here? Was I tricked? Because that's totally a thing. There's like good game design that can like point you in a direction very like subconsciously, and you're not realizing that the game is influencing where you choose to go next. But like if it's done right, it'll be really subtle. There's a chance the game pointed me in that direction without me realizing, or just capitalized on some sort of inherent basic like people prefer to move left to right rather than up and down or something, which I don't know if that's true. I'm just theorizing. There was another... Oh. Never mind. I thought another thing had grown on that tree. Do you know... Whoops. I am going to high-five people as the goon a little bit, because Jimmy's hanging on to quite a bit of MP at the minute. I don't want to spend absolutely all of Mother's all at once, you know? Punch, any other wise insights? Any other great miraculous discoveries as you've been prowling around. Haven't found a toy box in a while. And parabolic smile. Very straightforward. Wait a second. That's not... haven't been jimmying in a long time, but not what I was trying to do. Can't slam your way through. Not a thing. Are these clouds going to be teleporters or something? Am I going to become a raindrop? Or... like, I haven't unlocked a new form in a long time. That's another thing. Still a chance the fish will be a thing somewhere down the line, but I'm thinking I might find something else a little sooner than that. This kind of got taken care of too quickly last time to, I think, bother with doing the whole counter setup thing. Andrew's crazy thermal blast move is strong enough to kind of just take shit out anyways. So we'll just let that do its thing. Well, then. It doesn't really have... in this form, I don't have any skills that I can use. Interesting. Well, mother, we're just gonna make use of you, and I'll heal outside of battle. Whoops. Well then. Whatever that skull and crossbones thing is that gets cast on you is a real bitch, isn't it? Certainly makes things a lot harder just getting, like, marked by death or whatever you would consider that. Burned through almost all my MP in this one little area. Punch? What'd you discover, man? Chapter 5. Okay, this looks like the right way. My legs are pretty tired. I guess I wasn't a mountain climber in my past life. I'll cross that off the list. Just trial or a process of elimination to figure out what he was. I've an actual list, you know. It's really long. Here are some things I wasn't. Professional chef, acrobat, long distance swimmer, short distance swimmer, math teacher, cat owner. I have to say, I don't feel very enlightened about making it down the path of enlightenment. Did he ever run in with Mr. Cat, maybe? I mainly just feel tired and hungry. Whatever, my journey still has a long way to go. I'm gonna be honest here. I've been kind of putting off moving on because I can't think of a good haiku. I've got a total work in progress thing here, but it's not really cutting the mustard. Well, I feel like I've established a pattern here, and now I've backed myself into a corner, so I'm gonna just put down what I've got so far. I just really need to move on. Just keep in mind that it's a work in progress, and don't judge me too hard. Whew. Okay, here I go. Gentle mountain stream. A garage is a doghouse for your car. Doesn't fit a haiku pattern. It's kind of nonsense, but it's kind of true. Or is a doghouse a garage for your dog? It's a little on the nose. Doesn't work as well. Something. Oh, I think he hit the last two syllables just by saying something at the end there. I am going to leave. Strictly so I can go backwards like such. Which I always enjoy that the game lets you do that. So I can go to Sacred Lantern, squeeze in a quick heal. And then I'm going to go back down to that south side of things. Oh yeah, the lantern, or the fountain was this way. I'll go back to that southern entrance there and see what the hell was hanging out, waiting for me. Maybe I spend some of this cash, seeing as I'm sitting on so much. Maybe. What are you rocking right now? Ah, the grape shot cannon. Right. I don't want to switch that. Helga only 15 and 25. I could probably upgrade the purse pretty safely. And I don't want to switch that out for Lars. Someone can take the thick robe, though. Helga, you've had a lot of purses over the days here. That one actually ended up adding more than I was expecting. Nice. You you two both have blocky armor. Maybe Lars needs an upgrade the most then. Thick robe. Yeah, let's get his defense up, actually. Probably makes the most sense to spend on him again. All these damn Facebook notifications and stuff in the corner of my eye that aren't worth anything. Very, very little importance. Yeah, let's still go explore that southern area here. At the very least, still want to go check that out. And just gonna poke my head just to see. I have a new clubhouse to go visit, which is nice. And we can go to Calm Valley, which looks like it's just a town or something. So there could be something neat to check out there. I thought there would be another area to fight my way through. That could still be the case with Calm Valley, so I don't want to commit to it immediately. Anything significant? What could you lead to? Answers to all of the puzzles? Oh god. What the shit? So all of those... Okay, I'm getting a better look at this guy. I didn't want to approach him too quickly here. It's looking to me like all of those hands giving you directions everywhere in this entire game have been coming from this one guy? This is the most batshit insane thing about this entire batshit insane game. He's hilarious looking for one. That's another thing. I think I like it. I think I love it. But like, why? What? It was weird. It was always weird that there was these stripy hands that were like, yo, go this way. That was always weird. But now every single time I see one of these, I have to realize that it was this dude. Why? Why? Point man. Oh dear. I didn't expect you here, sir. I'm trying my hardest. I wonder if he ever gets hungry. If one of his signs is just like, and just like grabs a passing by rodent or something, or child, I don't know, and brings it down to eat. I'm trying my hardest, really going for it. Busy, busy, busy as a bee, as they say. I'm sure you got the quarterly reports. Efficiency is up 20%. Is he just an entire company all by himself? What's that? You're not my boss? I can finally relax. I haven't seen my boss in forever. I thought maybe he'd forgotten about me. Then I saw you and, well, I panicked. I'm not very good with people. I don't think it's because I don't see them that often. I think it's because I don't see them that often. I'm just so busy, you see. They also tend to scream at the sight of me. My name is Point Man. I'm in the pointing business. I enjoy what I do. That's important. There's nothing like pointing people in the right direction. You're the first visitor I've had in some time. Actually, you're the first person that's ever visited me here. One of the drawbacks to living in a hole in the ground, I suppose. I don't get out much either. I guess I'm not really a people person, so it's okay with me. I've got so much work to do, and whenever I get hungry, I just grab a rabbit or small child with one of my many arms. That was almost exactly what my theory was. It makes so much sense, of course. So, I've got it all right here. I'd like to see things outside of the old cave sometimes, but I'm too big now. You seem like you've seen lots of interesting places. Would you like to tell me some stories? Yes. Oh good, I'm all ears. Well, mostly arms. But I've got ears too, like you'd expect. I got more ears than you'd expect. It's hilarious how I nailed the child stuff. It just made sense. I'm trying to think how else, when you get his food, no one would expect this pointing sign to suddenly grab it. Fascinating, fascinating. That bear sounds utterly terrifying. He was a nightmare man, not me. Though I am currently a bear, I do mean Jonathan. It's a good thing he didn't eat you, or else I wouldn't have been able to hear such an interesting story. I'll tell you what, just for you, I'll help you get something neat. Normally my arms are just for pointing, but they can do other stuff, like grabbing. Well, they can do anything arms can do, I guess. You might have noticed something unreachable somewhere on this mountain. I'll let you climb one of my arms, so go check it out. By the way, I'm interested in hearing more of your stories. There are some places I can't reach, you know, and I've always wondered what's there. My boss once told me there's a cave somewhere filled with creatures similar to me. Creatures with lots of legs. Yeah, we tried to go there. It was a nightmare, man. It was awful. You're a much, much nicer spider variety creature than they are. I'd love to hear all about them. Anyway, I've got to get back to work. Now I know that if I ever go take that on again, whenever I fight those ungodly, unbeatable spiders, insanely difficult spiders, I know to report back to Point Man. The way forward won't point for itself, you know? Hell then. I do not know where he means. Where was there a point on this mountain that I couldn't reach before? Now I guess all of a sudden I'm going to be stuck doing like... Oh, whatever, I'll just try and run away from some of this stuff. I guess I'm stuck kind of backtracking a little bit to try and see where he's maybe lending a hand. See what kind of contributions he's making. I'm very curious. I'm very curious what he has done. I mean, there's probably a million different sections in this mountain that I like couldn't access, but I didn't really think twice of any of it because I was just like, there's no obvious way to grant access to it, right? So I just kind of moved on. There's some of those fences and stuff. I wonder... Oh, the light bulb. I forgot about the light bulb. I don't know if he granted access to anything other than that, but that is by and far the thing I cared the most about. So, yeah, let's just go ahead with that. Part of me feels like I should heal Jimmy, but I'm just going to undulate Lars instead so I can focus on trying to kill some of these fools down here. Man, that's our fourth light bulb, I think, then. So that's coming together pretty well, I'd say. I'm feeling good about it, at least. Ah, shit, there's a cooldown on that one still. Well, then. I still have no indication, nothing that's shown me whatsoever what the purpose of the light bulbs is going to be. And that kind of sucks because I don't know if I'm missing them. I don't know how many I might be missing. I think I've lit every one I've seen. There's still a chance. There's still a chance actually that there's one that I have found but have not lit. It kind of seems to me distantly, vaguely, like there is maybe one, but I'm not totally confident in that. Do you know what? I'm going to heal here real quick. Oh no, the clubhouse bank is fine. I think it's some of the other banks that have caused me issues in the past. This one I probably don't have to worry about. I guess it's not that much money. Probably didn't have to stop for a deposit so desperately. Let's go fight this night dragon then. I totally just hit the button too quick. I guess I'm just trying to click past the basic stuff that it's saying there. My bad. Oh, weird to suddenly come back to this different art style again. I can't magically suddenly interact with the Point Man hands. I was hoping that would have opened itself up in some way. Never did figure out how to get to the temple. There looks like there's tiny bridges, like just beyond this tree to the right of me. There's like a little staircase. And that leads me further back to my theories of eventually becoming that fish that keeps swimming around everywhere. That's all I have to go on. That's the only source of that theory, is coming from that one particular possibility there. I hope I remember. Yeah, nice. I really didn't have a lot of confidence that I remembered how to get to that. Getting to the Night Dragon, that's a whole other story. Now I gotta do some serious trial and error. It's probably up here, right? I think it was at the top of the tower. That's where I would be if I was the Night Dragon. I keep calling him that. I don't know if it indicated that name or picked that name in any way, or if I said it. I think it must have said it, because otherwise I would call it the Mirror Dragon or something. Oh, I wanted to save first, so I'm gonna say no just so I can save right here. Let's go at it with the bear. I think with the whole crew of 4 here, the other dragon was pretty easy with just the 3. I'm guessing this guy's gonna be decently tougher. Oh, well, it seems like it's more or less the same. We'll get a quick look. Oh, he's sleeping. Oh, bonus damage, right? We'll see. We'll see if it's any stronger at all. Very curious about that. We should have some indication. Oh, man. Damn you, Helga, being too fast. If it has more health than the other dragon, it's not by a ton, honestly. This might not be too tough. I should have used Toxic. I'm sure the battle will be long enough that there'll be plenty of opportunities for that. Mixes and throws chemicals at the enemy. It's kind of neat that he's just like this on-the-fly chemist, just making things happen. I like it. Yeah, Toxicosis now. Oh, and I should use things like weak point and stuff. I really didn't make use of that in the last one at all. Hey, he uses a purple sludge. He doesn't use the same kind of slime that the slime dude does. Let's... Once per fight. Oh, yeah, I don't want to use that right now, because I probably want to try and use that when I can then... Oh, damn it. Oh, right. That was what it was like, batting its eyelashes, gearing up for, or whatever. Yeah, I should try and weak point on this. I'll use it now, since you're going to be busy pep talking and you're dead. So now is a good time to use it, I'd say. Assuming Andrew's faster. Oh, too afraid. Damn it. Damn, that didn't go very well at all, did it? And it made it seem like he was batting his eyelashes, getting ready to bust that shit out again. So he might one-shot Lars again here. I'm gonna turn into the bird to try and squawk him. I feel like I made decent use of that before. Probably keep that going. I don't know, maybe this thing does have more health overall, because, like, even with an extra person on the team chipping away at this thing, god damn it. Yep. Either I somehow managed to stop that every single time previously, or this battle is definitely harder than the previous dragon. Fuck. I mean, like... No. That's, like, too shitty. I'm not gonna be able to claw my way out of that. That's, like, too devastating of a blow to take. So maybe I'm not ready for this fight. I'll give it one more shot here. I forgot to change out of the vampire. Whatever, I guess I'll just be the vampire for this first round. Or... let's try... is magic damage or physical better against this thing. I wasn't paying super close attention to that, honestly, before. It doesn't say resist or anything like that, so I don't know. Hey, his MP went up by enough that the 3% is now 7. So means that his skills kind of are more available than ever before, I guess is one way to think about it. I'm going to turn into the bird, just because the need for startling will probably come up relatively soon. But everything else of the bird sucks, pretty much. Waking people up is good. Doubles ability and MP cost for the turn. Dodges all attacks. Most of those kind of suck. There's not a lot of great ones to use there. We'll throw all kinds of sludges at him here. Pile them up one on top of the other. Oh, but that one just does damage. It isn't, I just remembered that it doesn't actually contribute to slowing it down the way that the other thing does. We could maybe let we'll let Lars get hit one more turn. It heals 50%, not 25. Should be okay. The fact that you can't do any kind of mid-battle healing really stops you from being able to cheese any of this too hard. Shit, Jimmy's afraid. That sucks. That really kind of puts a wrench in things, doesn't it? Well, why would you do that? Nothing to steal. Damn it. Slapping is not very good. I don't know how to stop the afraid from happening. Hopefully it doesn't do the kill everyone move. Good. No longer afraid. But am I fast enough is a more important question. Kind of feel like not really. I keep using counter stance just in case, but like really I was about to startle him, so he shouldn't have done anything. And I should have switched Jimmy into something else. Using the thing that attacks everyone doesn't make a ton of sense. For 5 turns. Lose 10%. I would lose half. I would lose half of it all. It's pretty intense. I'll try it out. I can always heal. I can always heal up if need be, I guess. It's a lot. Is it going to be 10% of my max? I kind of assumed it was 10% of my max. Yeah, it's totally of my max. Yeah, okay, it's 10% of my max, which is 23, and then plus 7, so that's why it was minus 16 there. It all comes together, it all makes sense then, doesn't it? And I feel like it'll be worth it for the additional damage that we'll be able to throw out with Andrew here. Get another squawk in. I guess he might as well just attack if I'm going to interrupt anyways. God damn it, too fast. That fucking sucks. I mean, I tried to use Squawk. I don't want to run from this battle again immediately. Let's try. Let's try and survive this. See, but now it's just batting its eyelashes again, just like before, so that's no goddamn good. Do you know what? Instead, I'm gonna like pep talk someone, and you are gonna go for your afternoon nap. How about that? Warm ball. Oh, great. Great. He's still the human target. Isn't that just fucking wonderful? This might not... There's not a ton I can do about this particular battle here. He could go for an afternoon nap too. Then everyone will just be asleep. Well, not everyone, because Lars is dead. So, oh, great, great, good. Sweet. Like, I'm just screwed here. And it just keeps using its batting its eyelashes and shit like that too. So like, I guess this dragon fight is a hell of a lot harder than the last time I had to fight it. I assumed it would be tougher, but like, damn. Yeah, this is some garbage. I'll never be able to attack this thing again. How much fucking health does it have left? Oh. I mean, yeah. I currently don't have what it takes to win that fight. I can't be bothered to wait to just die, I guess. Damn, I didn't expect that to be hard. As hard as it did end up being. Like, obviously, I assumed it would be hard, but ugh. That was really kicking my ass. Now the question remains, do I go to that area, the like up in the clouds area that we tried to go to last time, or do I keep pressing on further forwards? I think let's try and press on further forwards. I think with Andrew on the team, we would be in like good enough shape or whatever to take on that up in the clouds area. I think we would have what it takes, but I'd be more interested in exploring somewhere new, I think. No, I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to backtrack on that statement and then backtrack in the world, I think. Because it was like barely maybe possible before, and now we're a few levels higher and we have one more person on the team. I think it'll be doable barely, and that seems kind of interesting to push yourself. Try and push yourself that little bit extra to try and take on a more challenging section of the game, I guess. I'm sure the next actual linear part of the game would be an equal amount of challenge. Similar amount of challenge at least, but this is what I'm feeling right now. This is where my heart is at, is up the cloudy hill. The creepy ass cloudy hill. Damn it. Didn't want that. I didn't want to skip through it like that. Interesting. Micro little movements around in that area dictate where you start in the cloudy hill area itself. What the shit is all this? Was there something here at some point? Oh, there was this way I could go. Alright, fair enough. Never mind, I'm totally lost. I have the world's vaguest idea of where to go. Nah, I think I lied. I think I'm super duper lost. Do you think you can go there later on in the game? Wait a second. Where did it drop me off? Where did it start me? If I just walked immediately to the left from that position, would it take me to where I'm trying to go right now? God damn it. There was that weird cloud that just took me down to that little island that didn't really seem to be anything. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Annoying. I'm going to approach it from the other way and try that instead. But yeah, it just took me to the weirdest little island that didn't really seem like it was a whole lot of anything. And I kind of wonder if eventually I can become a fish and come visit that. Oh, someday, Cloud Girl, we're going to have a chat. I'm going to turn into a cloud or something and we're going to hang out. It's our destiny. Ah, damn it. I always climb this wall and Was it... There was something hanging out there at some point. God, it's really hard to keep track of things when you play like a 25+ hour game or however long we are into this at this point. I'm getting spun around like crazy, but this is where I wanted to be. This is where I was trying to make my way to. I'll remain as the bird for the time being. Why not? Do you know what? I haven't taken a look in a little while. I have all these abilities. I can wake up everyone. What are with the starred ones? I don't know what's the deal with the starred ones, though. Early riser. Every day you get up at the crack of dawn to annoy your neighbors. Immune to sleep. Oh! What? When did I learn that? Oh my god. Okay. New thing that needs to happen here. I need to go through these different guys here and see everything that I can use as every different creature. What? I didn't realize I had unlocked so goddamn many of these. Wait, did they unlock at level like 40 or whatever of Jimmy? Oh no, it is as the different imagination forms. Okay. The starred slot are for all imaginations. The other slots are for Jimmy only. Oh, I see what you mean. I totally see what you mean. Oh, so eventually just being Jimmy can be the best option. That's interesting, because I'm never play as Jimmy. Alright, remove. We gotta try and come up with what the best things to have here would actually be. Man, the flower is not a very high level, is he? Afternoon nap. Rampage is the only thing I use the bear for. I would never have to be the bear again if I have Rampage. Eventually, when you have more you have more passive, but it's ultra late game. I gotcha. The Rotting Jack-o'-lantern, Ghostfire, and Combust are both dope, and both pretty much the only things that I use this guy for. Yeah, I pretty much wouldn't use those anyways. I forgot that he's 50s style vampire, that he's not just a vampire. The vampire's not that great either. Maybe. I'll consider adding Leech as the other one. Sticky Phlegm is pretty decent to have. Clean Getaway. 100% chance to escape. I could add that. So I could clean escape at any time. Or High Five so he can heal sometimes. The Squawk and Natural Alarm are both really useful from the bird, actually. Nothing else from the bear. Okay, maybe Combust, maybe Leech. Maybe Phlegm, pretty low. Maybe Clean Getaway or High Five. All of those are good. Now what's my ranking? Combust is really good. I do like Combust a lot. Because now and again that would be really helpful for things that aren't... where physical isn't going to be an option, right? Leech, I don't think I would make a ton of use of. Having another healer would be pretty sweet. I think giving Jimmy... I guess I can always just be one of these two. I could just commit to being the goon most often, because Clean Getaway and High Five are really useful. And then I'll give him Combust. I think that's my ultimate setup here. And then I'll add the rest in case I decide I just want to start playing as Jimmy at some point. I think I'll add High Five as the other one. So if I ever just start playing as Jimmy is suddenly, he's got a pretty sick stack of things there. Man, I should have set this up a long time ago, shouldn't I have? Early Riser, we got that one. What are some of these other things I can eventually get, though? Attack plus 50%? just in general, that's pretty great. Brainiac, hey nerd, why don't you put that book down? Magic attack plus 50%. Magic defense 50%. Immune to sick. Oh, he doesn't even have to be that high of a level. Man, do I ever not make a lot of use of this guy. Years of toxic buildup are paying off. Beginner's luck plus 50%. And enemies give you twice the money. That's pretty solid somewhere down the line having that. Positive work ethic. Jimmy's imagination gained 50% more experience. Oh man. The flower has to be level 40 though. Damn. Because it seems like, you know, if you had to be level 15 or 20 or something with the flower, then you could add that, and then you could work so much harder at leveling up everything else. Ah, damn it. 10% HP regen. These two are both really sweet. You just have to commit so hard to the sunflower, and the sunflower is just kind of lame. Maybe I put more time into the sunflower, but that's so far away. Agility plus 50%. Juggernaut to destroy the enemy regardless of the consequences. Attack 300%. Defense plus 50%. Always attack. Interesting. Spectral body. It's easy to stay this thin when everything I eat just passes through me. Immune to physical. Can't be healed. Weak to holy magic. That is risky. That's so risky to have. MP regen. You're going to have a hard time explaining the blood offering to your parents. And poke it, punch it, slap it, it just diggles back to its normal shape. Plus 50% defense. Damn, there's some good stuff there. The early riser is the only one I have available. Never mind. I was going to say it makes the most sense to give Jimmy early riser. Turns out it just is the only option I have anyways. I'm going back to the old goon that I spent so much time with so early on in the game. Okay. I don't know why I completely wrote off setting that up. Clearly insanely ridiculously useful. There was something here you could steal from, wasn't there? Oh, just the bat chair, which I might already have. I'm not confident in that. I don't think I do. Probably shouldn't try this particular turn though. Shit, you have to startle the bird, don't you? No, or you can just attack it with magic. Something simple like that. And you know what, man? You just throw down a thermal bomb. This area is messed up. We'll just try and take things down nice and quickly. Yeah, I think that's the deal with flying things, is you just have to go at them with magic. Yeah, that still totally works. Alright, Jimmy then, if you, I guess Combust is still his only magic attack, so it's kind of pretty high MP cost to bust that out as Jimmy. Let's just go ahead and finish that off with Andrew instead. Oh. Did the counterattack somehow stop it from flying? Because I don't really properly know why I was able to land those attacks on that guy. I'll take it, though. I'll take anything I can get against those bastard bats. I normally like bats. Bats are cool. They're totally neat animals. Just making things harder than they need to be with all this ridiculous flight that they're throwing around. Oh god, I haven't really fought one of these just one-on-one before. I can't imagine they're actually that strong. Oh right, this thing's called Pud. Just a few minutes ago there when you said Pud, I didn't entirely understand, but I do now. Disgusting weird Puds. Nothing to steal. I was just trying to grift a little, just be a little bit of a criminal. Seemed like it would be worth stealing from this guy. He looks like the type of guy who's maybe hoarded a few valuables in his day, you know? Creepy, weird-ass theater usher. What a freak. Is it going to make me re-fall through the part that you fall through? Kind of seems like that might happen. Let's use the newly found ability to rampage as a grunt or whatever. Just go all out and end this as quick as we can. Marvelous coin found. Do I have any others of those? Also, I want to double check and see if I have that bat thing. Bat chair, is that what it was called? I don't think I ever did end up getting that one. It doesn't look like it. I have two. I do have two. I don't remember what the hell. I don't know what the hell you can do with those. You find them so incredibly, hilariously rarely. Somewhere down the line, there's gonna be there's gonna be something I need to spend money on. Similar to how there's like the arena and the dark dungeon or whatever it's called. There's gonna be something like that to spend it all on, you know? Mr. Marvelous will set up his new permanent residence. He'll have his mansion set up and he'll have a yard sale or something of things that he's trying to get rid of, and I'll capitalize on that. And oh right, you can only do that once. Ooh. But hey, I'm the low life criminal for the first time in a long time, so I can just go about my way being a grifter. Hey, Wizardness, how's it going? A story to tell. Please, feel free to share. We can attempt one more grift, but 27% chance, probably not particularly likely. And other people are probably going to attack before, right? Yes. Just like so. I think we're already making it close to where we had to turn back from this area before. It was, not particularly far. Oh, right. This thing that you can steal from. I forgot about that. You know what? I'm gonna get Helga to do it. She can only do it once for battle anyways. I kind of want Jimmy to focus on laying down as much damage as he can. Nice. Nicely done, Lars, on your reflection there. It was well done, buddy. No, that's what I was trying to set up. I don't think this thing's that fast. I don't think I have to worry about it too much. I mean, wasn't very effective chain of attacks on that guy that particular time. Alright, it was somewhere just out around here, I think. Just crossing this bridge that I bailed previously. I have a feeling that I'm close to the top. I don't know that. But it just seems like there wouldn't be much more to it. It doesn't seem like... I can't see any other more vertical climbing going on in the background. So it seems likely... I'm gonna combust, I think. No, don't use that just yet, actually. Seems like that would be unwise. Wait till I take out a few of these other things first. Then I can try and rob this damn bat. Startled, damn it. Double startled, damn it. I guess he would have startled two separate people, except for the fact that Lars made himself the main target there. So that's kind of that's good news for me. Makes things a little easier, doesn't it? Now you can start countering, buddy. Fingers crossed, Helga. I believe in ya. I believe. Yeah, nice. We got a bat chair. Do you think Batman keeps a bat chair in his bat cave? Seems like he would, wouldn't he? Oh, shit. Oh, well, still managed to take it down then. Wizardness. So my brother, his 3 friends, and I went out to eat at this place called Plan B. That's a weird... I guess if it's a burger shack, then that kind of... I guess that's a thing, but like, considering what Plan B is generally out in the world, seems like a weird association that you're creating by naming your restaurant that. Sorry, I've only read half the story here so far, or half of the current post of the story. But mine was special. All I wanted was a burger with just cheese, bacon, ketchup, and mayo. What? So like wasn't special? Pretty straightforward burger. Seems like. I go as all out as I can possibly manage at like burger joints. Get my money's worth with toppings. I guess if I know it's like, damn it. Oh man. God. So much backtracking. I guess if I know it's like a really high quality joint with like really high quality ingredients, then maybe I would lean more towards ordering something that's just like a straight up pretty basic burger or whatever. But otherwise I like to load up. Wow, he actually managed to live that. That was just kind of impressive. Did not think that would be survivable. Good job, Lars. You blimp of a lovable man there. Able to survive the Hindenburg. I think that's what that thing was called. It was something like that. Helga's level 27. Nice. Nice. We're finally getting to like these upper levels here. There's something about crossing over past that 25, being up in these higher, like, quarter century numbers or whatever that start to feel like some substantial major progress has been made. That we're badasses at this point, you know? We're made for this. We're battle-hardened warriors. I feel up to the task, you know? So it took around 30 minutes for us to get the food, but my burger was wrong. They added lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles. I told the waiter they messed it up, so he goes back and apologized. Man, that's kind of like a bit much. It's like a pretty serious mess up of the order, because it's like not even close to what you were asking for. I don't think I've ever experienced a dramatically wrong order. It's like I wanted a side house salad and I ended up with a side Caesar salad, and I'm like, well, there's no goddamn way I'm sending this back, you know? But if your like core order was very dramatically wrong, then yeah, I totally absolutely get it. Point being, yeah, I've never had to experience the like anxiety or whatever, or the discomfort, or the like the anxiety or whatever that goes along with having to send food back. I know it's totally like it's their fault, it's part of the job. They just gotta like own up and deal with it. They gotta like, you know, fix your food so you actually get the food that you ordered. But there's just part of me that just can't seem to do it. I just can't see myself being able to. And luckily, I've never had to. But I would also be terrified that then everyone else would be receiving their food and sitting there eating their food, and I would, you know, suddenly be damn it. That I would suddenly be waiting like an hour for my food or something shitty like that. I don't know how long it takes to make a burger. You know, usually it's kind of if you order a salad and it takes a half hour for the salad to come out, it's because they specifically time it to come out at the same time as everyone else's food. Pretty typical standard stuff. So because of that, I have no concept of how long it takes to like make anything in a restaurant. Because you like rarely are at a restaurant eating by yourself. It happens, but like if everyone orders a bunch of food and stuff, I don't know how long it takes a restaurant to make a burger. I imagine they can fry up a patty in like 5 minutes or whatever, and then make all the toppings and stuff. I imagine it takes a couple minutes or whatever. But even then, I'm a fast eater. So if I had to wait suddenly an extra 10 minutes to receive my corrected food, like, potentially if I was eating with a bunch of other me's, then everyone would be done eating by that time, right? And that would suck. So as we wait, and or everyone else just feels obligated to sit and wait, and they're like, oh, I'm sure it'll be just like a minute or two. It's fine. We'll just look at our food and we won't start eating just yet. And then there's like the guilt of making everyone wait, even though it's like their choice and them being polite. Man, so many layers of stress and anxiety that would go along with the story that you're telling me. As we waited, he would constantly ask what I wanted on it. I said I just wanted a bacon cheeseburger with ketchup and mayo. Now, at this point, everyone was mostly finished because we waited so long. Yes, that's exactly like what my personal concern would be. Why I think this would be like a bit of a nightmare scenario, because I would be so worried about this. I would be so worried about that precise exact outcome. I feel you, man. I guess I'm just going to attack with Andrew for a turn or two and just let him try and recuperate a bit of MP. I imagine this battle won't last terribly much longer. Nice counter there, Lars. Well done, sir. I mean, 7 MP recovered is nothing special or whatever, but hey, 10 that I didn't spend and 7 that I did recover, so pretty decent net overall. Maybe about time to heal up Lars, but I'll flirt with that a tiny bit longer. I think he could stand to risk taking a tiny bit more damage. Ah, man, if Jimmy didn't attack everyone, then maybe I would think about grifting with him, because I don't think grift costs him anything, whereas it costs Helga 10 every single time. But I want him to be able to attack everyone. Not that it matters a whole lot when this stupid bat is able to evade half of shit. No, it probably is time to heal Lars now, especially since he's going to get wailed on a bunch more in just a second here. Keep on slacking, my man. So another waiter came by and asked if I wanted to check. And we said yeah, because at this point I was just about to just head to Wendy's. He came again. This time he asked if I wanted it with cheese. Ah, man. This guy might be the worst waiter of all time. Like, record-settingly so. I've had, like, some... I don't think I've ever... I can't picture an instance where I've had, like, a rude waiter. I've had unattentive waiters, I suppose, where they just, like, they come once, they get your food order, and then you never see them again until the end, and that's super frustrating, or can be at least. I've had that happen where it's like I didn't need anything anyways. But that can be a frustrating side of things. I don't know if I've ever had it where I've definitely had it where I'm being overly checked on, where they're coming and checking by every like 3 minutes because they're obviously bored and don't have other tables to serve. But at that point, it's just like, well, fine, whatever. Then if I need anything, I know you're on hand and available. I've never had it where it's like they made a mistake and then are just like repeating and following up on this mistake over and over again. That's brutal. That's like hard to picture. What the hell? Where was this bridge that broke on me? Is it up here? Oh yeah, it is all the way up here, isn't it? Man, I'm real low on MP after having to climb all this over and over and over again here. I would love to reach the end of this as soon as I can. Yeah, that's so strange to like... I've never waited. If I did, if I ever made a mistake, which it's gonna happen, so like if I'm ever in a situation where a waiter screws up my order or whatever, I'm gonna be so forgiving of it, because like it sucks, it'll be irritating. Maybe if you catch me on a bad day, I'll be like, you know, it'll irritate me more than it would otherwise. But I have to feel like I think I would be understanding enough to be like, well, whatever, mistakes happen. Maybe this person has taken 1,000 orders this week, and this is the one that they screwed up, and I just got unlucky this week and happened to be the screw up, you know? But like, if you do a screw up like that, you got to make extra sure that you get it right the second time, and that you don't have to keep asking, because like, that's equally as annoying. So I told him yes. After another 30 minutes, the other waiter finally came with a hamburger and said, enjoy. Now I'm a very shy person when it comes to ordering, so I just said thanks and ate. Damn it. Damn, that sucks. I hear you, man. It would be so hard to just be like, guys, this is wrong again. But I feel like you have to. I feel like you just got to be like, hey... It sucks, because I think in situations like that, depending on the restaurant... Oh, cool, we're at the top. Depending on the restaurant, they might be uncool and fork... Oh, shit. I guess I should have been walking. God damn it. Whoops. How far did it blow me down? How far? Okay. Okay, not bad. Yeah, depending on the place, they might be shitty and, like, stick that server with the bill for that. I don't think a lot of places would do that. I don't think it's that common or anything, but it might happen. Shit. Oh, maybe you can get cover behind that first tree there. Lots of times they would know, they would be nice enough to, you know, just write the bill off as a mistake and just be like, well, yeah, no one's paying for this burger because no one ordered it. And it's like the kitchen's fault, clearly, more than anything. Ah, shit. I wonder if I run into the wind or if I turn into the bear? Can I just ground pound? Can I just plant my ass? It does pause things when you go into your... So pause... Oh, okay, it doesn't really pause things. It just makes the screen darker. It's just that things so rarely move around on the screen. Okay, I won't run as far this time before I turn myself into the bear. Maybe the bear isn't the best option. Damn it. Alright, I'm just going to become the bear right from the beginning then. I thought the sprinting would be significant, but damn it. The original waiter came in and gave us our checks, yet we had to ask him to change mine since I had a hamburger, not a bacon cheeseburger. He once again apologized and went to change my check. No! At that point, you just walk out, you know? You just, oh shit, I didn't do anything. At that point, you just walk out. You don't pay that bill. Oh, that is the worst. Because then you just gotta wait. Then you're just left waiting again. Oh man, if a manager didn't step in at that point and like... make the burger free or offer to take something off the menu for you guys, oh shit, take something off the menu for you guys or whatever, then that's just like, or a discount or whatever, that's just brutal. That's absolutely brutal. I bet you if you call them or message them afterwards and give them the story, then they'll send you like a coupon or something. Probably. I'm saying it to the chat rather than to the camera. Oh, you use the flower. Flower to burrow. Yes. That should have occurred. Whoops. I'm just going to walk myself out of there so I don't have to watch the cutscene again. Eventually I would have trial and errored my way through everything. Hopefully. Hopefully the game is programmed to keep you buried for the wind part. Gotta keep a close eye on everything. Oh, nice. You only have to go through like one instance of it. I was thinking I want to keep a close eye on things. It's funny that he just walks up the rope rather than having a climbing animation. Is this just the size of the bird? Like, overcasting? Oh, God. It had pulsating mass wings. Oh, God. It has many heads. Well, isn't this just horrifying? And each maggot thing has many eyes. What the shit? What is going on? God damn, guys. All foes. You do attack them independently, so... You do a standard attack. Nerve Worm. Oh shit, okay, so there's Nerve Worm, A, B, and C, and Grimclaw. I'm gonna try and attack Grimclaw directly, I guess. Dad, You go for the thermal bomb. I'm guessing these things, the worms aren't that strong. Oh shit, they're stronger than I would have guessed. I thought you could get them out of the way a lot more easily. Shit, well they all attacked with physicals. That's good to know. I thought you could get them out of the way a lot more easily. Oh, they're taking life from the host? Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, I'm just going to keep using standard attack there. This fight is awesome to do once you get the strategy. When you don't, it's absolutely brutal. Like, am I supposed to let these things... Alright, I gotta look. What is Grimclaw's health? Hey, he lost a decent amount, but I did use, like, the big crazy thermal attack there. I'm already wondering if there's something to this, like letting these worm things live almost so that they... What am I thinking? So that they can keep stealing health from Grimclaw? Like, maybe I'm not really... Impacts in 3 turns. I didn't get to read what it said. Something about impacts in 3 turns. Like, let them steal health from this thing as much as possible. Oh, shit, he has immunodeficiency now? God damn it, that's brutal. Oh, man. Shit, Lars. There is not a lot I can do for you, buddy. The nerve worms cause the impact in 3 turns. That said, basically. And it said you have to kill those. So, but what you're saying is maybe don't kill the worms? Or, like, the game is telling me to kill the worms, but that's, like, not the right strategy, that I shouldn't be trying to kill these worms, maybe, possibly? Grimclaw did not take a lot. He took much more damage on that first one, that's for sure. Shit, man. Yeah, I do not know where I should be trying to lay down the most damage. I can't... Shit. I can't, steal anything. I can't heal Mars right now. I don't think it counts as a common status effect. Yeah, so I don't think I can heal. I don't think I can do anything for him there. He's probably just gonna get his ass kicked, and I think that's about gonna be that. Oh, nah, that wouldn't be worth it. I was thinking maybe afternoon nap would work different, and he would still be able to heal himself. Let's just, you know what, let's just try and hammer on, like, one worm in particular and see if, what difference that may or may not make. HP regen isn't affected by immunodeficiency. I thought that's what immunodeficiency was. Oh wow, the magic skill thing was not that strong at all. For some reason I thought that's what it was. I could totally be wrong on that. Wow. Wow. Way to barely hold it together, man. It was close. I thought that's what immunodeficiency was that you can't heal. Or like his own HP regen, which isn't very strong. It's only for heal happily. Regen is different. Oh, yeah. So if I use high five or something on him though, he's not going to I'm not going to be able to heal him. So I feel like there's not a whole lot I can do for Lars right now. He's just kind of a punching bag until he dies, and then I can work on bringing him back. That's about all I can do, I think. Oh. Let's try metabolize. Oh, but metabolize does. So, there we go. Got that set up. I guess I should have used that like a turn sooner. You have to kill the worms before the countdown ends, or else everyone will die and you fail the boss battle. Ah, shit. Well, I'm not that close to actually killing these right now, am I? I might be able to take out 2. Continues its death spiral. What did it say? One more move? It might have only been one more move. Come on, slap him to death. Slap him good. Wow, look at all the different things that it just took away from him right there. Ah, shit. Starting to act. Oh, come on, man. You were so close. So close. Perhaps with focus and thermal bomb. Yeah. I might be able to combo something like that together. That might be a good option. Combust really wasn't very good. No, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rampage on this guy. Very targeted attacks here. You're gonna have to pep talk Lars back on his feet, I think. And we got another thermal bomb, which is good. Oh, he gets to go before me. Killed everything. Everything's dead. What do you know? Jimmy lost. Ah, nuts. Oh, I don't know how far back it's going to send me, so I'm just going to open that back up again right in front of that battle and keep going from there. Jeez. Well, this seems like the battle could be a little bit of a toughie, wouldn't you say? Oh, man, I didn't realize I hadn't made it all the way, or that I hadn't saved a little closer. The battle is savage. Yeah, it's, seems like it's going to be a little bit tough. Oh, wait, well, obviously running from the battle and grifting aren't going to be important right now, so I got to think of which imagination it makes the most sense to be. Goon is not going to be a great choice. Sunflower, maybe. I doubt you can interrupt the big free fall. The bear, I already have rampage. I already have combust. Maybe the flower. Wait a second. Does, like, your various attacks and things like that go up as you level up your imaginations? Maybe? Oh, wait, so we all ordered under $20, so we all paid with $20. Everyone gave their checks while I waited for mine. After 10 minutes, they bring me a check and I paid, yet we didn't get our change. Oh my god. I think it's just a bad restaurant. It might be. That sounds like some shit. That's such a brutal goddamn experience. That's so infuriating. Oh, man. I don't know who would be worth it other than the flower. So let's give the flower a try. Why the hell not? Flower's time to shine, hey? See if we can make do with that. Ah, you gotta be the flower anyways. Oh, your stats do go up when you level up imaginations. Well, I was curious about that. Maybe I'm better off just being whoever my whoops, wrong button. Ah, shit. Maybe I'm better off just being whoever is capable of dealing out the most damage, or maybe specifically whoever's got the most magic damage to deal out. I'm going to take a look at my stats again here real quick before I commit to being the flower. Healing could be useful, but I have not healed up the flower. Makes me think I should have spent more time deciding which one of these I wanted to, like, targetedly level up, you know? His magic attack and attack are pretty lame. His attack is obviously really good. And magic attack from the ghost is good, like I kind of would have guessed. Having the blob for defense could be mildly useful, but the goon has magic attack, kind of sucks. He's just 100 and 100. His agility's high, magic, his defense is kind of lame. Most of them have really high good luck, actually. Or I guess it's just 100 is just the basic, and then it's either you just have more or less than that. It's just 100% of Jimmy's normal luck is what that would mean, I think. I'm gonna be the bear. No, I basically have to be the flower because I have to walk up to this damn thing in the flower form. But then I can always, I guess I can turn into the bear within the first seconds of the fight or whatever. We'll try the flower for a minute because I might need it. I might, like, quite desperately need it. Oh, I totally have an opportunity to change here as well. I might need this, though, to keep Lars alive because it seems like keeping Lars alive is going to be relatively important. After another 10 minutes, this is like 2 hours altogether or something. This is still not resolved. He walked by. He walked by and asked him about our change. He looked at us like we were dumb, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." We knew that he thought that was his tip. I don't think you get a tip when you screw up that royally. Another 10 minutes, he brings our change except one of ours, so we left. And while we left our friend behind deal with it, we were over this place for the night and went to the car. That seems like never go back. Starting with the pumpkin for mana burn is really cool, even if you play bear, as you can change the same turn. Wait, what the hell does mana burn do? It really seems like a skill I have not made any use of. I don't actually know what that one is or what it does. I'm gonna have to do everything I can to try and equally damage these damn worms. Maybe that's the wrong approach. I mean, obviously having things like thermal nuke that attacks everything is super great, but I should probably just try and hammer one of these really, really extra hard. It's like focus for Jimmy. Yeah, I remember it being from the ghost form, just because I had seen that when I was flipping through all the imaginations, but pretty interesting potential-wise. Cool. I'll have to look into using that. Right now, I just kind of want to keep... Oh, right, he doesn't know high five. I always forget he doesn't know high five. God damn it. Yeah, so do you know what? In this case, it doesn't even make sense. I'm gonna be the bear for a minute. I'll play around with mana burn if this particular attempt doesn't work out, which, likelihood. So, I have rampage as everything, but if he has that extra attack, like if he has 120% attack, which I assume means physical damage, then that's the best way to spend that. No, I gotta use counter stance. I was wondering if I should just like use metabolize right away to try and keep him alive as much as possible, but I'll use it if I totally need it, but otherwise shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Kill him. Oh, so goddamn close, but he'll finish him off there. Okay. Hopefully if I only have 2 to focus on now. Grows stronger when another one dies. Damn it. Okay. That's not great for me now, is it? You just gotta keep healing Lars up, I think. And you have to keep counter-stancing. This isn't gonna work if you don't. Shit. Wizardness. I cannot believe that this isn't over with. This is brutal. This rivals my own worst ever restaurant experience. After 15 minutes, our friend came and he said the dude gave him his money but forgot $1 and also forgot one of our friends had paid because he asked about one of us not paying. Man, this guy must have been high as a kite or something. Oh, I finally... It shows that stuff on the screen so quickly. I finally got a chance to read it, and it said he's, like, spiraling himself into the ground here. He's trying to kill himself. The bird is trying to kill himself, or kill the worms, and that's why he's plummeting himself into the ground, is he's just trying to kill these things right now, which is kind of nuts. Kind of cool, kind of nuts. Ah, man. Just gotta keep high-fiving Lars, and you just gotta keep counter stancing. This isn't gonna work if you take a turn and metabolize, unfortunately, man. It is instant. Right. Focus up, Andrew. Focus up, man. I need you. I need you at your best here. One more turn. So does that mean if they're not dead on this turn, which, oh shit, there's gonna be one left. Is it gonna be the start of this turn where he plummets himself, or do I have one more chance here? Because if I have one more chance, then we can pull this off. We can kill these things. Oh, god damn it. How? I don't think I'm strong enough. Unless, like you said, I start with mana burn. We can try it. We can mess around with it. Take one more attempt at that. See if there's a possibility there. Because I have to wait a couple turns to change, right? Like, I don't immediately get to do that. Mana burn, supercharge your magical powers for 5 turns. Oh, but it has to be, it's magical stuff specifically. And rampage is not magical. Then I don't know. I mean, magical fire is strong. But you don't rest every turn. Or stun every turn, I guess. Damn. Perhaps spamming combust in ghost form could work. Maybe. Combust, ghost fire, maybe. If I do, like, targeted attacks on them. You still need to defeat the bird, which is even worse. But at least... I'm gonna take one more attempt at it here, but, yeah, I imagine the bird is gonna be a hard fight as well, but I'm kind of hoping that, at the very least, we can get, like, an idea of what the bird fight will be if we get through these, the worm guys. Here's hoping. Everyone's healed up enough. Do you know what? Lars knows first aid. How about you heal yourself up a little bit? Just have that little extra juice in the tank. What do you think about that there, buddy boy? I don't know, man. I'm curious what the actual fight against the actual bird will be like. I just want to know whether or not I'm at, like, a current... Even if it's tough, even if it's a hard-ass battle, I want to know if I'm in a place where I could maybe kill these worms. So, mana burn. He has a ton of MP right now, so it shouldn't matter. So does it make more sense to 300% attack 1? Or to, you know, whatever that would be, 225% attack all of them? Probably makes the most sense to try and attack everything. I guess. You can get in on it, Mom, for this first turn at least, I guess. God, this is gonna come down so much to the wire. My burger was good, but this was just an awful night. The lemonade tasted like puke. That's really nasty. He had to fix my burger around 3 times, fix my check, forgot a check, forgot one of us paid, and we had to get another. God, that's just... What a useless plug this guy was. And another waiter had to come help you guys, which is absolutely ridiculous. So maybe, was it busy? How busy was it in there? Because if it wasn't even busy, then, like, Jesus. Yeah, I guess if I use something like Combust, I am hurting the bird as well, even if it is, like, a minimal amount. At least I am still... you know, having some of that. Oh, right. I forgot what the hell matter transfer even did. This is a exhilarating fight. Alright. 3 turns, quickly defeat the nerve worms. 3 turns starting now. So I basically have to kill 1 this turn. Or 1 every turn or whatever. Starting from here. Which we can maybe do. Nice. Nice. Okay. That's kind of good. But now they're stronger, obviously. And Lars... He took more damage now than I feel like he has other times. Also, make sure to kill all worms at once so the surviving ones... Well, I mean... I only have so many AoE attacks, so there's like not a ton I can do about that, unfortunately. I kind of have to just like gang up on 1 worm and try and just like fry the hell out of it. Damn. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna have a hell of a time keeping Lars alive this time. The RNG maybe wasn't on my side this particular time. Because last time Lars was barely staying alive, but he was at least staying alive. Immune! God damn it. So that's gonna make things more difficult. But I guess... Oh no, I don't know. I can alarm clock him back to life, but it's not like he'll get to do anything that turn still anyways. Shit. Damn it. 1 turn has to be here, has to be now, and I don't really think it's gonna work. Oh, you're right. I should have used Rampage that turn. I still don't know if it would have been enough, actually. Maybe. It probably would have been. It probably would have been. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. It probably would have been. Well, we could try it one more time, can't we? At least we have, like, an idea. An idea of what we're trying to put together here. Is there one of these things that has a physical attack booster? One of the imaginations? There's a chance. There's a chance there might have been. And if there is, I don't remember which one it is. It might be the bear. Does the bear have something that boosts bear things? The... Rampage? No, none of that. None of that. I thought maybe one of them was. I don't think I have anything that boosts physical attacks. Shit. Well, I think it makes sense to use the ghost at first, with mana burn, and lay down some AoE stuff until you get rid of at least one of them. That was poorly done. Yeah, it sounds like this waiter either was his last day on the job or he was high as a kite or something. Or he's just useless. That's another option. It was just a completely useless human being. So there's always that. Oh man. Is Lars faster than Helga? Or are these things faster than Helga is more important. Mana burn, affect attack too. What? I could have sworn it said mana burn was only good for its attack and magic attack. Oh, I missed that entirely previously. Whoops. I see now. Well, geez, that is a much, much stronger attack than I originally realized. That's ridiculous. That's like crazy how strong that actually is. And yeah, thermal bomb. Bomb them all, man. And Helga is faster than these worms, which is important because if she tried to high-five Lars before they started attacking Lars, then it really, you know, it wouldn't matter. Hey, critical hitted one of those, which is useful for me trying to dominate things. Let's do it then. Let's switch over to the bear. No, let's spend one more turn AoE blasting the shit out of things. I guess. I don't know. Maybe? Nah, I don't know. That's what I've been trying to do the whole time, and it hasn't worked out very well. Let's just try and beat the living shit out of one of these. Kill it as early as possible. Hopefully, if there's less of these hammering on Lars, that'll ease some of the stress of him, you know, trying to defend himself. Oh my goodness. This is really gonna be as tight as it could be. Good work. Good work. That's the kind of damage dealt I want to see. That's how we win as a team here. Good work, boys. I love each and every one of you. Mom included. Mom's a boy as well in this particular instance. 2 turns. Shit. I thought I had more time. Oh, man. I think you can rampage your way through this guy. Pretty sure he was just having an off day. Well, that's very big of you. I'm sure at the time, it's super not easy to just, like, have the empathy as perhaps Jimmy would. But yeah, man, that's absolutely brutal. I wonder if I should have focused with Andrew right off the beginning to up his shit, like before I even thermal bombed or whatever. It seems like the quicker I start laying down attacks, the better in this particular scenario. Ah, this is my last chance to kill them if everything doesn't die right here, right now. No! Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Dope. Finally. I mean, I still have a pretty massive upward climb from here, but that's something. I got something. Now this crazy kook is actually going to try and kill me, though. So that's going to be a whole other thing. Whoa! Jump off as he takes to the skies. Wow, this thing's a lot weirder than I would have guessed. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it flies with its wings like that. Unless that's its tail and its wings are... Man, so many eyes. So many questions. Should have come with more Choco Colas. Because that's going to be a major issue here, isn't it? Let's high five Lars. Try and keep things going here. Do you know what? You do some science. Nah, but you're going to lose so much MP. I'm not having a lot of faith that we can currently actively win this fight right now. So you just do whatever, man. It's barreling towards you. I had evaded it because it's flying. Oh, bastard. At this point, if Grimclaw's flying and you're not on it, you cannot attack him with physical attacks. Yep. Oh my god. Forgot that he was fucking flying at this point. Well, I'm pretty much boned. That was pretty much going to be the case anyways, I think, but now it's just extra ultimately confirmed, it would seem. It's just probably don't want to stay as the bear. Use Pumpkin to burn him, Andrew to magic him. Oh. Well then. Turns out he still has an attack that kills everyone in one hit, even when you're not riding on his back or whatever the hell's going on there. Well, that was just great, wasn't it? Nope. Just kidding. It sucked. Could you tell I was kidding? Yeah, that was not good. I don't think I have it in me for that fight right now. God, just yet another thing to come back to. Although I guess that's a repeat. Coming back to that is a repeat of something that I had said. I was previously just like, whatever, I'll come back to that. That's clearly not a thing that I'm gonna win right now. Well, I was mostly curious in backtracking for that at the moment. We really didn't make it a ton further in this particular stream. It doesn't feel like it, at least. Maybe we did more than I realized. We got to check out the dungeon area and all kinds of weird different shit. But I think I don't know if I have it in me to push it much longer tonight. The tired is weighing in deep. I stayed up way later than I should have last night. And then for whatever reason, after being in bed for maybe 5.5, 6 hours, I just woke up and was just instantly wide awake and was like, well, might as well not fight it. Might as well wake up and get my day started and maybe get my sleep back on schedule here. So I'm probably shut her down and work on getting to bed at a better time. Grimclaw's among one of the hardest bosses. Man, have you beaten the entire game? Well, maybe he's one of the hardest bosses based on the level that you more or less can, like, get to him by. Because I'm sure there's harder bosses that, like, I can't even get to right now. Like, up in the Alice in Wonderland, Queen's Castle area, that shit was way harder. The spider web mine, that stuff was even crazy harder, I think. So I assume those bosses are harder. But considering the fact that I was strong enough to make it to Grimclaw, then he would still hammer me as hard as he did, then I came back to it 3 times before I got to it, to be honest. Well, I'm glad to know that other people are kind of in that same boat there. Don't beat yourself up over beating Grimclaw. Let him do it instead. Let him just crash into that mountain, and I'll just get out of the way there. I'll just let him smash those worms, and I just won't get involved. He killed all of us and the worms and himself when he did that. If I didn't get involved at all, it seems like he would have just taken himself out of the picture, and I wouldn't have to be involved with any of this at all. Well, excuse me. Well, I have 2 people on hand who have clearly done this before. Maybe at least that particular part of the game. I'm assuming more. Did you guys figure out this puzzle up in this area, the Path of Enlightenment shit or whatever all that was? Because I had nothing to go on there. I couldn't figure out any of that. Grimclaw has some of the trickiest mechanics. That makes sense. Yeah, he was a doozy. I didn't even walk into the Calm Valley. We can just poke our heads in there. I'm just curious. Oh, I opened up a new cutscene. Well, we'll do that then. Oh, what a quaint little town. This is Calm Valley. This is what I need. I need a nice little bit of serene. I spent all my time in Sacred Lantern, but the people there said that this used to be a tourist destination. We have to check it out. It's been such a long time since we had a vacation. Oh, please don't leave me. Please. We just got back together. Just got the family back together. We can't split up again. I don't know. We've got very important business to attend to. Yeah, keep your head level there, Andrew. But, Hugbug, oh, I suppose things have been rather tense lately. I wouldn't want to be a frumple-thunk. Our family could use some time to relax. What are you waiting for? Let's go. Oh, damn it. The puzzles are all basic arithmetic, hey? It's about finding a pattern between the numbers and the things that aren't numbers. Oh, interesting. The red arrow means addition. But you don't need anything outside of what is inside the puzzle room. Oh, man, I spent so much time trying to look at all the shit outside of the puzzle room. Blue arrow means subtraction. Oh, the triangles have 3 sides, squares are 4. Shapes are determined by the number of angles they have. Finally, boat is 9. That's kind of ridiculous and absurd. Well, I guess I'm going to hang out somewhere. I guess I'm not going back to that particular area because I have no one in my party all of a sudden. So I'm just a dumb bird with a record player for a body. So if everyone's gonna ditch me like that, then I guess I'm hanging out here with awesome sheep and rams and stuff. Alright, maybe this place isn't so bad. That guy has the planet Earth for a head. I don't know what the hell's going on in this town, but it seems neat. I guess I'll have to go back and solve... I was gonna go back and tackle that puzzle right now, but I don't want to do it without anyone in my party, because I'll just get beat up a whole bunch. So instead, I guess I'm just saving. And whenever I stream next, we'll pick up in the Calm Valley, and whenever we actually get our family back together, then I'll go worry about trying to take on that puzzle. Seems simple enough. I guess I was super overthinking it, the way I was planning to dig around and everything. Hey, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Wizardness, glad you were able to keep in high spirits. And now you'll have a story for years. I still tell people about my worst diner experience, and it just like, oh man, it's more than I want to care to share right now. I feel like it takes time to tell because it's such a long, dumbass story. But I have it like written down somewhere in a review because I hated it enough to like submit a review to that place explaining how awful of an experience it was. If you think you're having trouble, Timothy has to come here by himself. He's just a mouse. He must just be running between people's legs and stuff. He soloed all those bosses by himself. Well, those bosses don't come back. So, like, when I beat them, they don't come back. So I think he's skipping them. I think he's taking the easy mode. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, bad timing. Sorry, I am just ducking out. Thanks for stopping by, though, even if it was brief. I'll see everyone later. I think I better sign off now before I just crater even harder. So, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you again soon.